there, everybody. We are live for our 4th anniversary here at the Florida RV Super Show. We are standing in the middle of the Keystone display, and we're going to be looking at all kinds of things this morning here with Keystone. What I find interesting, well, not interesting. First of all, we're going to look at the 3011 CK, which is a brand new model for these guys. But we're not going to be doing it by ourselves. If you remember, Steve.
What's up, everybody?
From a couple years ago.
Here we are, Tampa Super Show. And yes, it is this humid. This isn't sweat. This is just straight humidity hitting me. So for those of you that aren't here right now, the weather has been blah. But today the sun's coming out, so hopefully we're going to have a good day. We're going to take some videos, show you some brand new products. You guys excited to see it?
We are excited to see it. So we're going to give this to Lisa, and I'm going to come over here.
Beautiful. Good to see you. Welcome back.
Absolutely.
Welcome back.
So what's new and exciting with Keystone now?
Oh my gosh,
with the Alpine?
Lots of great new things in Alpine and Alpine Edition, Avalanche Edition World for us this year. Number one, you're going to notice when we pan this way, you're going to see updated graphics on the outside. Clean, crisp, a little more, a little more edgy, a little more nice, a little more hot. It's going to be really cool there. And then we did launch a couple brand new floor plans, like you just mentioned. Number one being the 3011 CK, because we know there's a lot of folks out there. A lot of your people that are watching are going to be state national park kind of people, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You want that sweet spot, that 35-foot or less, all right? So good news. That's why we launched this little baby of the Alpine family. So if you want full-time amenities in a compact package, the 3011 CK is going to be the one for you. Now, just like last year, I love when we get the road noise right here. I'm sure they can pick me up over there over this as well. You got the good mic.
Look, it's media day, and so there's a lot of activity going on. Not everything's up and running. In fact, when we get inside, you'll notice it's going to be a little dark because they haven't turned the power on yet, and this is what happens on media day. Things
Exactly.
aren't quite 100% ready for the public, but it's nice to be able to spend some time on media day because we have some quiet time, if you will.
Exactly, because tomorrow we won't have free time. The people will be here checking out all the new product, and we'll be having a great time. But as you may recall from the last time we spoke, Alpine is really built for that extended stay, that full-time camper. The goal is to make it feel a little bit more like an apartment as opposed to sitting in a traditional RV. So we go for that from the frame up. We're a wide body frame. And so most of my competition is a little bit narrower. And so that gives you that more square footage living space without having to be longer down the highway, which again pairs very nicely when you go to the baby of the Alpine world here. At just under 35 feet. So you still have all that square footage of space. We got those nice tall slides, which I know we'll check out inside. We gotta have the tall man's review, right? What do you call your height meter? You had something. I know it's in the shower. You got a height meter or something?
It's actually called the tall man toilet.
There we go. The toilet.
We don't have a specific name for the shower, but it's the tall man toilet.
I love it. I love it. And so so tons of features right out of the gate. We don't play the shell game with the customer. We know that this is that full timer. They have certain expectations. By the time you get into something like this, on-demand water heater. Don't have to worry about who's taking that long shower. Who's going to be the one that, oh no, cold water.
I like the long showers.
Yep, cold water, I'm out. Oh darn, I got to wait a couple hours so the thing refreshes. Good news. On-demand water heater. Ease of comfort of setting this thing up. One touch, 6-point hydraulic auto level, piece of cake to set up. Even electric power cord rail. I know a lot of our consumers out there have had to wrestle those big 50-amp cords, especially on cooler days. Those things are like wrestling a baby and putting socks on a toddler, right?
Yep.
And so
hard as a rock.
Exactly. So you just push that button, recoils in for you. It makes it super nice, super easy. And then of course some of the aesthetics, like we started talking about the new graphics, the frameless windows, the double outside awnings. So even on this little guy, you've got awnings from nose to tail. So all this outdoor living space. There is going to be, there's already hookups for your TV. If you want to set up a little outdoor entertainment vibe, you've got that as well.
Nice.
But aren't those graphics beautiful?
Again, I love the new
even
graphics.
On a cloudy day like today, they're still shining like a diamond.
They are. So when it comes to SolarFlex, because the last time we spoke a lot about SolarFlex.
Yep.
What is the package that 3011 CK comes with?
So it's still standard. We definitely have the solar. We've actually bumped it up a little bit. We went to a 220 panel up top now instead of a 200. Nice. And you can upgrade to that, a 440, a 660, and keep the math going. Just like SolarFlex when it first launched, it's totally expandable. So if the customer wants to go bigger, better, badder, they can do that. And we can do a lot of that right from the factory as well. So it keeps it super cool.
All right, excellent. Well, let's get inside.
All right, let's take
what everybody really wants to see here.
All right.
And of course, as we mentioned, it's going to be a little bit darker in here than normal because the lights aren't on yet. But love the layout. You got opposing slide when you come in, so it gives you all that wide space, right?
Feel that volume of space that we're talking about. Again, under 35-foot neighborhood. This is that height we were mentioning, 6'10" summit slides. So you get the volume of space going out there. Here we go. Got the tall man test.
Love
Look at that.
Well, you know, you're not exactly short.
Not a little
but,
fella, but standing next to you, everybody's a little fella. Again, good news. My wife's 4'9", so hey,
we're friends,
I feel tall too.
We're friends with they're called Nursing Your Travel Bug.
Okay.
He's 6'10",
There you go.
and he's a big guy.
So he makes you look like the little fella.
He makes me look little.
So speaking of those opposing slides, something new for Alpine and Alpine Avalanche Edition this year, we did go with a flush floor slide, even on the kitchen slide now.
Nice.
So no more toe kicker, no more edge over there. Now this floor plan specifically has some really cool things. You're in a good spot to see many of them. So as you notice, we moved this over here. Couple things this opened up for us. It allows us tons of extra space around the rest of the unit, but check out some cool things like this. Look at this. Yeah, it's drawers. It's extra counter as well. You've got that going for you, so it's super cool. Extra storage up here.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at that.
That's neat.
So again, for the tall fella, easy to reach. For the ladies, you're going to get yourself a step stool. And as you work your way around, now in a lot of our competition, they would have a traditional pantry here that's blatantly obvious. You go, there's a door, there's a pantry. Well, what we did, we figured out the calculation on what's the cubic foot that would be for holding all your groceries and goods. And then check out what we did over here.
Oh, nice.
And these are beautiful. Look at these pieces. Yeah, so you've got that whole pantry. So look at all that space that you would have, just like you typically would have in a traditional pantry. But instead of doing it like that, now we more than doubled your countertop space. Look at this area for your buffet area.
And that's real wood, too. It's not pressed wood.
Correct. This is real wood and all Alpine.
Soft closed doors.
Yep. Isn't that great?
Love it, love it. One of the other things, and it's a small thing, I love the new heat registers on the floor.
Aren't those great?
Right? They're not the metal grate that hurts your feet if you're not wearing shoes.
Yep.
Right? It's nice. It's flush. So if you're wearing socks or bare feet, you're barely going to notice it's there.
Another nice feature of that, it's going to sound silly, but I know we got a lot of pet lovers out there. This was designed specifically so their nails wouldn't get stuck in the traditional grates like you've seen in the past too.
Right? Look at that.
Yeah.
It's small things, but it's big things.
Exactly. Well, thinking of small things that people absolutely love. I know we've touched on this before.
Oh, yeah, spot for the trash cans.
Trash and recycling already built in. Another simple little thing that we updated. See, we've had the dual sink for a while, but this was always one really big, heavy panel.
Yeah.
But look, so we split it up so that it'd be easier for people to remove.
That's
all the time I was seeing people grab this, and it would just fall.
And that's a large sink.
It's a very large sink. That's a baby washer in there.
Yeah, right?
Something else we redesigned this year. If you look, we used to have 4 drawers here. But that gave us 4 thin drawers. So we changed it up to 3. So now you have a very large pots and pan storage.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
Which is nice since this area over here is deemed pantry, if you will.
Correct.
You may need some, want to use that space for your pots and pans. You thought about that and decreased from 4 to 3, which gives you that big drawer.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Spinning around over here, we also updated. We went to a much easier to use, very nice JBL sound system. So you have the speakers built into the ceiling up there. This is so easy to Bluetooth in. Even I can do it. And I know how much technology fun we had outside before you got on here, so even you could do it, I promise. All right. We also updated, you want to swivel to that side, we added storage.
Oh, look at that, right?
Behind there as well.
So many people don't do that. And I mean, there's space back there, obviously, so why,
Yep.
Flush mount it and just, this is perfect. Love it.
Yeah.
Right, whether you're, still carrying traditional DVDs or whatever it is you want to put back there, knickknacks,
whatever you
whatever,
wanna hide,
while you're traveling and then bring them out. Love it.
Absolutely. Pivoting around this side, we updated. We did a cleaner look on our furniture, just simple, nice. It's still got the power. You've got the recliner, the heat, the massage, all that. You got your charging bays on the outside over there. You see, just set your phone down. They'll be ready to charge, ready to boogie.
You've got some nice cabinetry above as well. Excellent.
And one thing that people take for granted sometimes, we actually have an upgraded air conditioning system. You've got dual 15s right out of the gate here with Alpine. And the beautiful thing, we have the Blade Pure air conditioning system that went across most of Keystone compound a year or 2 ago. And the nice thing about that, is the air filtration system. So just like you have in your home, you're going to have a 12-inch by 12-inch by 1-inch air filter. So if you're worried about pollen, allergies, any of that kind of stuff, it's super simple to clean these out as you go across any of your camping expeditions. Another big feature that's standard with all Alpines. And here, can I just pause? Can I tell you, the word standard, have you heard all this? I haven't said if you get package, if you get option. Everything I've been talking about is all standard features on Alpine. So it makes it nice and simple, easy for the customer, easy for you guys watching this video going, yes, that one was built with the thing Steve was talking about. I don't have to worry about how did the dealer order that unit before it came in. So something else that is standard across all Alpines, it's a standard electric heat pump. And so you think about people are camping 40 degrees or above, good news, you still don't have to turn on your furnace. because we know you're typically paying electric at your campsite weekly, monthly, however you're doing it. So hey, let's use the campsite's money instead of yours to heat up that unit. Makes it nice and easy, right?
Absolutely, love that.
Very cool.
Yeah, we do like space heaters and stuff, try not to use up as much propane as possible, right?
Yep.
Because propane's a pain in the butt.
Exactly.
So it can be.
Yep, so between that, it's 16,500 BTUs electric heat coming straight from our heat pump up top. And then, of course, the fireplace that we panned by earlier underneath the TV, it's another 5,200 BTUs of electric heat right there as well. So it'd have to be really cold before you got to start firing up the furnace. So that makes it nice.
Love that.
All right, let's get some the bathroom. You know what I got to go do.
Yep, absolutely. I'll let you do that.
We'll give this to Lisa. We got to go give this to Tall Man Toilet Test.
I'll meet you on the other side.
All right. Oh, so this is sort of, I call this the split bathroom, right? So there's an entryway from the hallway as you saw me come in, but there's also a door that leads into the master.
Here we are.
So for the tall people in the world, you see, this is plenty enough room for the tall and as one of the in the cruising industry says, fluffy, right? So this is pretty good. Nice under counter mount sink over here, solid surface countertops. There's no amenities missed here, right? A lot of RVs, if you will, some of the manufacturers, they have solid surface in the kitchen, but then they go to the to the pressed or
yep, they think Mr. Customer is not going to notice.
Yeah, Mr. Customer notices. Some nice storage underneath. It's nice and clean under there, and so there's plenty of room for storing stuff. Of course, you got 3 drawers, just awesome. You got a little bit of a medicine cabinet up here because the mirror's flush, so that's not your medicine cabinet. From a height standpoint, as you can see, I can see my entire self, which is great. Last but not least, let's at least climb in the shower so y'all can see. Now, as you can see, my head's up in the bubble.
Yep.
But the bubble is perfect, right? There's enough room left and right and front and back that I'm not inhibited from a height restriction at my height. You could be 6'7", 6'8", max before your head would touch the top of the bubble. Okay, pretty good. Got some extra shelves and stuff in here too. So
yeah, that nice, and even the texture behind you on the wall gives a little wave, breaks up that white, makes it nice.
Yep.
Now
textured floor as well.
Yep, it's all one-piece fiberglass, so you don't have to worry about caulk and seals and any of that. Why don't you stay in there for a second? It'll help with this because one of the things we did upgrade this year was how we're going to do our linen cabinet. Okay. A lot of times you get this, man, you got a deep arm in there.
Yeah,
Check this bad boy out.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So you got all your bungee cords. It can grab everything. You don't have to worry about getting all the way in the back. Isn't that slick? And then check this out. Everybody says, hey, where's the toilet paper always go? Oh, look what you got built in now. Toilet paper. You can have the extra roll stacked behind it.
That is
and
sick.
then, trash can. Already built right in.
What?
Home run right here, isn't it?
That is a home run.
We talk about the little things, but I'm telling you, we went and really thought this out for that full-time or for that extended stay. You know, because we trust me, we listen to you customers more than you think. I know, I see it all the time on Facebook posts and on video blogs. Man, if only the manufacturers would, I promise, we are listening. And this was one of those reflections right there.
Being full-time, one of the things that I harped on the most, which this unit would have it because of the pantry, the way you designed it.
Right.
But usually the traditional pantries, the bottom are like paper bin.
Correct.
And if you like more than 6 cans in there, it's smiling at you.
You're out of luck.
These are real drawers. So Lisa, why don't you go in the main way? We'll close this door.
Sure, we'll come on through this way.
So, all right. I got my measuring tape, so we're going to give it the test, but I'm sure this looks like a residential queen to me.
No, it's going to be king.
Oh, it is.
So
70 by 80?
Correct, 70 by 80.
70
we got
by
it.
80,
Yes,
so an
sir.
RV king. All right, so a little extra width for you.
Yep, and of course, as always, we've got power on both sides. So you've got the phone charging areas over there. You got a USB plug and a traditional. And that shelf right there is the size of a standard CPAP machine.
Excellent.
So people need to use that as well. Another nice thing I always like to point out, the additional storage down below. And as you can see, we actually took the time to finish
it off nicely.
A lot of times I look down here in my competition, you see that particle board laying down.
Yep.
You stack some sweatshirts in here, you put that shirt on, now you're wearing wood chips.
Yep.
You know? So it's nice and finished.
2 nice strong pistons.
Yep.
Excuse me, everybody.
In Alpine World, the TV does come standard, so it's a 32-inch TV already in the bedroom, so you've got that as well. Nice cabinet.
Nice dresser underneath there, 4 or 6 drawers.
Yep.
Got your washer dryer up in the front.
And new to us this year, we did update and add the shelves because you know there's a lot of folks that never actually put the washer and dryer in here. Right. So now we make it more usable storage for them as well.
Right, and then of course we have the main part of the closet.
Yeah.
And again, we're sorry it's dark, so I'm gonna slide this over if I can, and so that you can get an idea. So it's full pass-through all the way, right? So you've got a little shelf down there in the bottom too. Let's go back to this view, guys. There you go. So for people with big shoes like me, that'd be a good spot for them. I mean, Lisa's shoes would fit in there fine, but she'd get like 3 times as many shoes. It's funny. We were just talking the other day. I have 3 pairs of shoes in the RV. She's got like 20. And my shoes take up the same amount of space hers does.
Well, there is that. There is that. Yep.
All right. Yeah, we're loving this. Now, look,
great.
guys, speaking of height, so even though we're up in the front here, I'm still not touching. A lot of RVs, I'm touching up here, and I have to scooch down. I am not. Now, there's not a ton of room above my head.
You're not going to have a dance party, but...
No, you're not going to have a dance party, but there's plenty of room. One other thing that I wanted to point out is the bed is on a slide. Mm-hmm. Now, because the bed is on a slide, if you back up just a second, Lisa,
yep.
you got your space here. This is why they're able to get the longer bed in here, if you will, lengthwise, because it's on a slide. Yep. That slide wasn't there. You're crawling over the bed.
And it relates exactly where we started this conversation, outside with the wide body frame.
Yes.
That's why we have extra space here at the foot of the bed compared to a lot of competition where you got to do the side shimmy on past here, right?
3 inches is a big thing in this industry.
Absolutely.
It really is.
And so, you know what's going to be cool? The very next floor plan we're going to see, we actually built at the same time as this 3011 CK. It's another brand new floor plan for Alpine.
Excellent.
It's the 3303 CK. Now, the reason is we knew the people would really love this floor plan, but maybe they're ready to have just a little bit more length. And so as we pivot to your left here, I do want to point out the full body paint on this unit also. Here at the Tampa show, we've got 2 of my 3 full body paint options. If you want to take a peek at the sign, you can see there's 3. And
nice.
So we've got the frost black on the right-hand side. We've got the copper mist there in the middle, and then we got the blue slate.
But before I forget, and I didn't do it, I'm just going to run back here real quick, everybody. Okay. I didn't get a close-up shot of the weights for you guys. Normally we would walk around and actually get the sticker and show you, but everything's so tight here, we can't do that. But they put the weights on the graphic here for us. So this comes in at about 12,391 pounds, and you can carry about 2,600 pounds of. And let me tell you, that is a lot of stuff.
You're walking back for me.
Yeah, look at this.
Isn't that beautiful? Again,
Absolutely.
This is the frost black, some more of the black tones, the gray tones. If you want to have that rig of the month, you got your black pickup truck, you've got this, you're going to be looking
pretty. That's what I
pretty.
have. This would look good behind me.
And so as we just pointed out, that one back there was just under 35 feet. So we're going to take this one up just a notch. Now, we can even do it from right here. If you look from here back, it's identical on there. All right, so it's exactly what we just showed. So all the features that I just talked about back there, good news, all identical on this one. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk right in, and we're going to go to the right. Okay. Because that's where the difference happens.
I'll just give a quick pan to the left.
Absolutely.
Because what we do, Steve, is when the streams are done, we break this up into a separate video.
Perfect.
And so everybody can see this at its own independence. So
absolutely.
You've got your four-seat dinette there, and they're always there, which comes out. We didn't show this in the other one, but I got a leaf that comes out, so there can be some more space in there. 2 theater chairs, recliners, they're all electric. You've got your sofa down here, there's charging plates. You've got nice cabinetry above, your TV, fireplace, upgraded sound system. There's storage behind here now, which is great. Here is actually your pantry. Right, and they've thought this out, guys. And so instead of having a tall pantry, this, believe it or not, gives you more square footage and more countertop because they moved the stove over here on the end. Okay, and as well as this pull-out, so when you're cooking, those Chinese meals with 37 different ingredients, they can all be in little bowls there. Even behind the range hood, let's use the space, everybody, right? And so you have storage up there.
And how many times do you hear people do mention when they're cooking, a lot of units, you only have countertop on one side or the other.
Yeah.
And there you hear it. There's people, I'm more of a lefty,
I
I'm
know.
more of a righty. I want my handles here. This one covers both sides as well. Yeah,
and then the last thing that we missed from behind the sink, new this year, is they've gone from 4 drawers to 3 drawers, which makes that bottom one much deeper so you can put your pots and pans. You've got your trash hidden away, which is great. They've always had a nice large sink, but this plate was always one piece. They've busted it in half so it's easier for people to move around. Okay, so there we go. So we just wanted to make sure we cover that. And the other thing that we notice, the heat registers, they're pet friendly. Mm-hmm. Right?
Absolutely.
And human foot friendly.
Absolutely.
All right, so take us up to the front then.
Now, because this is where it gets really cool. So as we mentioned, this back here was the same as that 3011 CK, but we did something different up top because not everybody wants the Jack and Jill bathroom to pass through. So we went with the his and hers bathroom right here.
Look at this.
So very spacious. All
right, so just know, again, we're up top now, so I still have plenty of height. I mean, it's you You might get another 1.5 inches. So I'm 6'4" if I haven't mentioned it yet. So 6'5", 6'5.5", then you're going to be bumping. But at 6'4" below, you're fine. But you do have to duck to get in the bathroom. Just want to make sure that I say that, because I am the tall man. So on the toilet, as you can see, the way that's positioned, this is a full recliner. Okay, we need to put some armrests in here. We need to put a TV in here. I'm just going to sit here and watch the game.
You'll never see him again.
No. Beer in, beer out.
Right, exactly.
His and her sinks, like he was talking about, and their under-counter mat. Solid surface, which is great. Nice big medicine up chest here for all them drugs. And look at all the storage underneath, guys. I mean, tons of storage. We love this.
Isn't that an insane amount of storage?
It is. And then you've got, I'll do this one so you can see it, Lisa. I love how it's nice and clean underneath. A lot of times it's pretty, it's just with the water lines and the piping and all this stuff. A lot of manufacturers, it gets busy, and they don't arrange it and make it neat. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Okay.
And if you hand him the camera, you'll be able to see there's even another storage behind you. So
right.
we'll let you close the door on us.
Really neat thing. So say goodbye. Bye.
Ta-ta.
All right. So look at this. So this is their linen storage, and it's pretty deep. All right. And then over here, there's another cabinet down here. All right. So there's that. The only thing I didn't do was crawl in the shower, so I'll give this to Lisa real quick. Normally you'd crawl in from this side, but I'm not going to bother. It's already open here. That's why you typically crawl in from the other side. All right, so this also, as you can see, my head's in the bubble. The only complaint that I would have is, for me at my height, at 6'4", this is as close as I can get to the shower, which isn't a bad thing because I'm just going to do this, right? If that makes sense, right? So this wouldn't bother me one bit. But if you're my height or around my height, maybe you take a look because the floor plan's amazing.
And the other thing that I see is that the screws are not
flush. There you go, Steve. Something to pass on.
I gotcha.
Start using flush mounted screws. So for us tall people, we don't bleed.
Oh no, don't do it. All right.
Just,
Now, as we continue to the bedroom, this is where we added something additional. Now, we talked about the space at the foot of the bed in the last one.
Yeah.
We've got the same slide over here.
Nice.
But as you flip to this side, look what we did.
Oh, wow. There's a slide on this side.
Correct. We gave you a wardrobe slide. So the amount of space that we have
is even greater than the 3011.
And then look how deep this is. I mean, again, huge storage up here.
Oh,
hopefully you're all catching that in the darkness.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Usually your dressers in RVs are skinny. These are
yeah, I would say that's like a regular dresser. There we go.
There you go. There we go. Technology.
Right?
Look at all that space.
What's funny is I have all kinds of lighting that we use when we're streaming from in the RV.
Right.
But it has to be plugged into something.
Yeah.
So
there, now you can see the wardrobe a little better in this floor plan than we did on the last one.
Now I'll take this over here. By the way, the bed is an RV King. We'll show that in a minute, but you got a shelf down there at the bottom. You got a shelf up there at the top. So the bottom one's obviously for shoes. The bottom one is for shoes. The top one is for folded clothes. Dual, meaning if you're not going to do a wash and dryer, they've now put shelves in here so you can use it as a regular closet.
And we didn't talk in the last Alpine, of course. All Alpines do come with a central vacuum system. You can see the hose, the attachments down there. So it makes it nice and easy to keep this whole unit clean.
Excellent. And again, like we were talking about, this is an RV King. So it is 70 by 80. He's pointing the light over here at something.
Well, you do have the dimmer switch on the wall there as well. So you want to have that. Also, you have the power on both sides like we discussed.
Power's right there. See the yellow sticker? Yep. Again, it's dark, but it's right there. Those shelves are standard
for CPAPs,
size.
Yep.
Nice.
Isn't that great?
Love it. I'll be honest, me personally, I like having the separated bathroom. I personally have never liked the pass-through one myself. To me, you lose usable space because you got to leave space for the door, which means you can't, have something else there, if you will.
Yep, definitely. Pros and cons of both. If you don't want to have to do the stair cha-cha, then you're all set there as well. So
exactly. All right,
where to next? All right, so now we have a brand new. This year, you're going to notice, we've had Alpine and Avalanche, been sister products for years and years.
Yes.
So what we did this year, to capitalize on that Alpine name, we started calling the Avalanche Edition. So Alpine Avalanche Edition, you're going to notice. So that way, if the customers are out there seeing it, it didn't change. We just knew that most people are hearing the Alpine name on dealers' lots, so it makes it easier when you guys are searching, trying to find units out there. So you're going to notice now, as I stumble through it and get used to saying Avalanche Edition, you're going to see what we got, a brand new 346 FL. It's been a little bit for the Avalanche to have a outside or a front living floor plan. Wow. The cool thing about this one is what you're just noticing.
Look at that.
Over 200 cubic feet of storage, and it's accessible by all three sides. Now you can see we're at a show, so they didn't open the back door, so it is accessible back here.
I mean, I would get a headache trying to get back there. But
yeah,
that was the
amazing?
first thing that I saw, Steve. If you noticed, I went right down. I'm like, what is that?
It's like a moth to a flame. That's why I open it up for you.
Yeah, that is awesome, guys.
So if you are wanting to have a lot of product to take along, those storage bins, whatever you want to do, there she is.
For those who are watching, Lisa is here, but we only have 2 mics. So Steve is wearing, so you can hear Steve, and Lisa's been mostly on the camera. And so she's with me. There she is. All right, we're going to give the camera, speaking of which, back. Let's get a close-up of this. Again, this is the 346 FL, brand new design, right? You come in just a little under 13,000 weight. Look at the carrying capacity.
Isn't that awesome?
That is amazing, right? Okay, and you're just a little under 39 feet.
And so
30 feet 11 inches.
and that was key for us with this floor plan as well. Most of the time in high profile world, to get a front living, you're in that 41, 42 foot neighborhood. We really wanted to keep this under 40, and by golly, we went under 39, so we did it. So you're noticing the graphics on the outside of Avalanche Edition across the board. Again, we tied it in. It is a little bit more subtle than the Alpine, but they definitely tie, so you can see that they're sister products. So you've got the beautiful awnings all the way across this as well.
2 awnings, one here, and then the big one that goes from the door all the way up to the other side of this slide. Obviously, we don't need one up here. But he was talking about the graphics, so there you go. And we'll just get a shot of it from the front for you all so you can see what it looks like coming down the road. Look at that, Alpine Avalanche Edition.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's very sleek.
Yeah, and that is a paint on the front cap there, so it's going to stay nice and pretty for years and years for you.
All right, so
we do have the same hydraulic leveling out here.
Six point.
Something else that we did across both Alpine and Avalanche Edition this year, we did add quick connects. So if you want to add a gas grill, something like that on the outside, you've got that as well. And we also updated all of our freshwater tanks. We're at 75 gallons across every floor plan in my entire line. So that's very nice as well.
It used to be 60?
It was floor plan specific.
Floor plan
So I had some that were this big, some are that big.
And now it's, like you said, across the board.
Again, because that's our goal. We want to make it easy when your people that are watching this come to shop, they know, okay, I don't have to worry about, did it have this? Are we playing the shell game with you?
Right.
Standard features, standard benefits, makes it simple for you to shop. I'm not worried about 5-card Monty.
And not just for that, but let's be realistic. At some point in time, something will have to be fixed.
Of course.
If it's a standardization across the board, it is much easier to fix because it's one part fits every floor plan.
Absolutely.
Respectfully, at least in this case with a tank.
Correct.
Right? So,
and as you touch on that, I mean, one of the things that Keystone went to years ago, color-coded wiring. It's standard across our entire compound. So we always know the blue wire with the number 12 always goes to the furnace. Now, don't quote me. I don't know if it's a blue wire.
No,
I don't know if it's number 12.
It's just an example.
Point.
We picked the color, blue was the color.
Correct.
Because you're looking at me, I'm wearing blue.
There we go, we're
That's
wearing
why.
blue. So it'll be consistent. So if and when you have to take this into the shop, it's much quicker for them to diagnose the challenge, and they can fix it quicker because now you're not paying as much shop time.
Perfect.
That adds up, right?
All right, let's go.
All right.
So we're going to go to the back, I mean, or to the front. But as you see, as you're walking in the stairs, you're sort of looking right at the bathroom, which for me is a neat thing because if you're on the road and you got to pull over, well, you got to the bathroom.
And same thing when you're camping. You're not worried about the grandkids running through tracking mud to get to the bathrooms.
The lights are on in here, everybody.
Yep.
Come on in here, Lisa. Look at this. This has got a butler's pantry.
Absolutely.
It's not just a regular pantry. It's a butler's pantry.
And check it out. This ladder this step stool does come standard with this unit. So if you're worried about the height and you want to be able to reach all these different, because again, we talk
about that all the time. That's the tall man cabinet. Poor Lisa's not going to be able to get up there.
But now she can. We're giving you the step stool that's built
Love
right in.
it.
Comes with the unit.
Yeah, and so you have some extra storage up here, some cabinetry, all right, and these pull-outs down here.
Yep.
Nice.
And again, a great spot for that Keurig, that coffee maker, that
there is
air
power
fryer.
in here, right?
Yep.
Now, I got to ask, because somebody's going to say,
Okay.
Can you get to the refrigerator with that slide in?
No.
It's going to be a little rough.
No.
Okay.
This slide will come into about here, and obviously these doors open this way.
Okay.
So, nope, no access to in here on this one.
Okay.
Again, the goal was to keep it under 40 feet.
Something's got to give.
There's always a trade-off.
And that is the reason why I asked, because there's only so much space.
Correct.
And 38 feet, if you want to have all of this, something's got to give.
Yeah, but I love when I work shows like this, and then by the time a customer decides, well, I want this type of living room, and this kind of bathroom, and this kind of whatever, in my head I'm doing the math, I go, that thing's about 75 feet long now.
Right.
But it's okay.
We spent some time with one of the custom manufacturers early in the year, and Lisa had drawn up a plan, and we had a list. And it came back at, literally, it was 48 feet.
Right.
And like 20,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, or actually it was heavier, it was like 24,000 pounds. Yeah. And it wasn't even a fifth wheel. It was a bumper pull.
You need the full semi to pull it.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, yeah. And so anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a really neat kitchen, Lisa. Maybe you can, I don't know if you're getting it full here or not, but yeah, why don't you try to go back by the door? It's sort of it's a nice sort of corner where you've got your 3-burner stove, microwave right above it, residential, nice cabinetry all around. You can put some knickknacks up top. The same big sink with the 3 covers instead of the 2. We can pull this out here. There's your trash, which is awesome right there. Because, of course, you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're this, zoom, trash.
Easy.
Right? Some additional cabinetry there, drawers there, right? And you got a bigger drawer down the bottom. Okay, there's also the drawer underneath the stove, which is good for pots and pans. Let's not forget over by the refrigerator, there's a huge cabinet.
It's ginormous.
Which is probably also what led to having the step stool.
Correct.
Because even me, being my height, I would need the step stool to get to what's back there.
And
Just for reference, so you can see. I mean, I could reach if it was right here, but I can't reach any further back. So that step stool is going to come in handy.
Right.
Residential appliances, right? You got your side-by-side Samsung. Let's not forget the 4-seat dinette. Excuse my tongue-twisting mouth this morning. I love the difference in the upholstery in here, right? Some of the when we were over with the actual Alpines, not the Avalanches, a little bit darker. So the change in the model, if you will, from Alpine up to Avalanche, you have some different interior changes.
Absolutely.
Love the drop down. I don't want to call them sconces, but the lighting over the kitchen is great.
Now this is really cool up here for us. So like a traditional front living, you've got the opposing on either side. So both of these will make into bed. You'll have a minor gap around here. And you're going to like this as a tall fella, because I literally had a customer one time buy one of my front living rooms because their son was 6'10". And so he would sleep across. They bought a mattress pad
To go across nice.
both, and that's where he would sleep. So I'm like, that's why we designed it that way.
Nice.
Of course it wasn't. It really wasn't.
We knew your son was coming, and so we built it. Look at this.
Dude.
How big is that?
This is a 60 inch.
What?
Now, here, I've been preaching standard all the way across the board. We did zigzag on one, because all my other units are going to have a 50-inch smart TV. The goal of this one was upgraded theater room.
Yeah.
As you're up here. So you're going to notice, in addition to the 60-inch TV, we upgraded to a JBL soundbar as well.
Nice.
And as we peek over there, you've got the
Subwoofer.
subwoofer. This thing thumps. I can't wait till we have legit power in here, because I will be demoing
turning
this.
it on?
Oh, well, this
We're
thing,
coming back.
It's fantastic. This thing thumps, so it's so nice. I'm telling you, it's so good.
My favorite thing is the THX.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I would upset my neighbors.
Right.
All right. Of course, you got cabinetry all the way around. You got your fireplace. Excellent.
Soft close, like we mentioned before.
Right.
Got that as well.
Awesome. Of course, Lisa's sitting in the theater chairs. We sort of glazed over them, but no, it's all right. There is a charging point here in the back. Or wait a minute.
Yep.
Oh, it is. It just
is.
was up. So it comes up if it needs to be up.
And then you do have the USB plugs as well. If you want to charge with the wire there, you could do that also.
Perfect.
So you've got that in each one of your seats.
All right. Now, we talked about, when we're outside, that whole back area was raised.
Right.
So we can have all that storage underneath. So let's go take a look back there, and then we'll do the bathroom last.
Okie dokie.
So one thing that I like
What do you got?
about dealing with Keystone or any, we'll stay with Keystone. There's a very familiar feel. Though the lines change, the names change, some of the features are upgraded or whatever, they still have a very similar feel. You know you're in your product. Right? And so this, to me, though it's reversed, has a very similar feel to the 3011, right? You've got your RV King bed. It's on a piston. We don't need to go underneath, but there's storage underneath.
Yep.
It's all finished, right? You've got your power left and right, CPAP type shelving, right?
Yep.
And then across from the bed is the 6 drawer, like we saw in that 3011.
Yep.
TV would be above, okay? And then over here is your washer and dryer. or shelves that you added like you did across the board.
And you see the light that just came on
Yep,
without you doing anything?
I love that.
Motion sensor in there.
Love that. And then your closet. The only difference that I see, it doesn't have the shelf in the bottom.
Correct.
It's the only difference I see.
Yep.
Other than that, like I said, very, very similar feel,
Absolutely.
which I love. You're still getting the same whisper quiet ACs, the 15s with a 1-inch.
Yep, you got the dual 15s with
Yep.
the air filtration system,
Yep.
blade pure system. It's nice with these vents here. So something else that Keystone came up with quite a while ago, you know, one of the failure points of a lot of air conditioning systems in the RV industry, that ductwork is very flimsy, right?
Yes.
And so over time, it would collapse. So what Keystone came up with, we actually call it a duct joiner. I know it's a fancy, cute little term, but if you think of those, remember when we had plastic racetracks when you were a kid, Hot
Yep.
Wheels, and that
Yep.
little plastic thing that you used to
Yep,
connect
yep,
them?
yep.
Well, think of that, but now it's a rectangle.
Nice.
And so that's what we have for our
So you don't have
ductwork
the
to
crush
attach
points.
to. Yep. And then
Nice.
it gives something for it to secure to as it comes in, and then something to actually tape to. And then these vents here, if you notice when you peek up in there, it'll be very difficult to see on here. Part of the venting system, you can see that there's a cup.
It is.
And so it's just underneath the ductwork itself. And so same thing, even the vent is helping that keep from being compressed over time.
Nice.
Because again, these things that can produce so much air, but it's never about that. It's about how much air gets in the unit, right?
Right.
And so again, we
And if
try
there's
to,
not a clear pathaway.
right. We
Right.
try to think of those fail points that be
We
across
talked
the industry.
talked a little bit about heating and previous times when we met with you.
Right.
And there's two ways RVs get heated. It's either ducted in floor, or they call it ducted, but it comes out of the walls.
Right.
To me, I have a hard time calling that ducting because it is a flexible pipe.
Right.
And I've yet to find personally one unit that we've turned on with the heat that the heat is the same in the front as it is in the back with the heat that comes out of the wall type thing. And it's no fault of anybody. It's just you can't snake this and it stay completely round. And so the hose gets compressed,
Yep.
and then that same airflow doesn't get all the way to the back.
And to your point, the more times you turn and kink and move, less airflow, less airflow, less airflow. A lot of my competition has gone to they want to be cute and they want to come over here, and instead of having the vents in the floor,
Yeah.
they run them up the side and they go over here. Well, every time you go turn,
You're losing lots of
you're
CFMs,
losing efficiency.
CFMs,
Yeah,
CFLs.
so
I
that
can't
means
remember.
you're running more propane, costing yourself more money to
Yep.
heat the same amount of thing. So again, that's why we just said, instead of doing that, let's just redesign our floor vents so that's not the toe kicker, the stabber, the thing that's going to catch your pet's nibs.
Right.
So again, you try to think a lot of these through, that what's going to save our customer money in the end.
And we don't spend a lot of time looking up, but it's the same thing with the AC. All the AC vents come out right down the center. So the duct, I'm assuming it's
a
circular.
track. Yep.
It's a track.
Yep.
And so you're getting equal airflow all the way through. There's no hot spots with that either.
even within that, the way that we put our air conditioners, they actually blow at each other. So it's a pressurized system. So they're pushing at each other, which then forces more air down.
So the
Some
ones that
people
the
will do
furthest away from the point are still getting equal air.
Correct.
Love it.
Yep.
Let's move on.
Absolutely.
We gotta do the bathroom. It's the
There you
last-
go. You go to the bathroom.
Yep.
We've
Well,
got that redesigned. You're going to love that. That's what we showcased in
Now
the
this one-
very first one.
I don't have to duck.
And as you mentioned, this is accessible as you're going down the highway. You don't have to open up any slides.
Yep. All right. So my foot just does touch, but it's not uncomfortable, guys. I know a lot of times you see my foot hitting because you make comments and you're like, "Wow, that's got to be uncomfortable." It's not at all. Okay. So definitely thumbs up on this toilet. You do have an under countermount sink here. Not the solid surface in this particular bathroom.
Yep, that was one of the separation points of Alpine and then Alpine Avalanche Edition.
Yep. So plenty of storage underneath, just like the Alpine. All right. There's your drawers. Yeah, again, nice mirror, which at my height I can see everything, which is great. Not that I need to do my hair because I'm follically challenged, but you know, for those who have to do their hair, this would be great for Lisa. But I love this. You could actually put, knickknacks and stuff up there. But what it mostly did was it brought the light
Correct.
closer down. So it's not coming all the way from the ceiling, right? So it's a little bit brighter here. Over here we
Yeah,
have
we
the
got
pull
that.
out.
Love that.
Isn't that amazing?
So
Absolutely love that.
We have in our RV, our towels are in a space like this, and they have to be rolled. And we have them stacked too
Right.
deep. And when we use the front ones to get to the back ones, I'm the only one that can get them.
Correct.
Lisa's like, "Can you get me a towel?"
Yep.
I'm like, "Of course."
You gotta go long
Right.
arm all the way in there.
And then here is your toilet paper holder, built in. I absolutely love that. And then over here is your trash can, which is again, built in.
Genius.
I love
Oh, yeah.
it. If you continue to look down, we were talking about the heat registers when we were up there. They've been completely redesigned. They're comfortable to walk over barefooted, but also pet friendly. Toenails don't get stuck in there. Okay, so there is a bit of a step up here, and so if you had mobility challenges, this is probably the biggest step that I've seen, but it doesn't bother me, right? But I like to point that out because you're like, what was that step you missed, right? Anyway, so
Now here's where you're going to be happy for once. There we go.
Exactly. Hey, we try to do our best. From a height standpoint, guys, you could be Andre the Giant and be in here, okay? Plenty of width, feels great. There's some shelves. It's the same one-piece unit that we've seen in all the rest, so you've got your nice texture on the back to give it a little bit of personality. Shower heads and a good, a good height for someone my height. Right? So, and you got your bench in the back. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we probably have time for one more. If you have time for one more.
Alrighty, let's head on over.
It's up to you.
I forgot where it was because I do have one more brand new floor plan.
We love the brand new floor plan.
I need to locate it. It's a 321.
All right.
For Avalanche Edition. I believe it was down this lane. I do apologize. Today's the first day. I'm still memorizing where all the units are.
Hey, it's
by the end of the week, I'll autopilot
know it
all
by-
over this place.
by heart.
Absolutely. At least the rain hasn't hit us yet, so we're still doing good there as well.
Yep, it sprinkled a little bit while we were inside.
Hey, Dustin, I'm live right here. You want to come with? You all right? We're live. We're live. We're broadcasting. All right.
I don't think he needs the ego boost.
All right. He's one of my
Watch your
counterparts.
step on the thing here.
So he's the district sales manager there for the Arcadia product. That's right across the way.
Excellent. We'll be seeing him in a little bit.
There we go. So 321 RL.
All right, a little bit lighter. Right, about just right, 8 pounds over 12,000. Still a lot of carrying capacity. You're not losing anything. You're at about 36 feet here. 36 feet 6 inches. Oh, a little bit of wind.
Yep.
All right, we're going to give you to Lisa here. And I'm going to...
Now, one of the beautiful things on this one is the outside storage. Because as you saw on the floor plan, it's a meat and potatoes rear living. People are always going to be requesting this. It's in a nice, manageable size, staying under that 37-foot mark. But man, look at all that storage.
It is. It's because of the drop frame.
Correct.
For those who don't know what drop frames are, basically... Here. This is
Oh, here we
in
go.
there. She's literally sitting up.
Yeah. Yep.
What a drop frame is, there's an additional steel I-beam that gets welded at about this point right here, and it's lower, and it comes all the way down. So, of course, you still have the stability and structure that you need, but it allows to have, about another 11 inches of
It's
storage.
huge.
It's a lot when you go that whole space.
Yep,
It's
that's
a
one
lot
of the
square
beauties of that
footage.
drop frame, because a lot of times you see in those mid-profile worlds, they'll have a door that's this big, but when you open it, the storage actually starts here. They
Yeah.
give you that little saddlebag, like,
Yeah.
like, all right, Mr. Customer, you're not going to catch it that he didn't get the same amount of storage. So
Yep.
tons of space there. You've got that going as well. So like I said, the goal of this one was to give you that under 37-foot neighborhood. Well, glad you got a shot of that before the wind kicked up.
Yeah, I know, right? We'll fix that for you, at least for the moment.
So this one, we did a lot of that same math that we've been talking about early. We really considered, what do you have in a traditional pantry, but how do we make it usable? How do we make it where you can reach it, accessible? And that's what we did in this kitchen as well. When you look, there's storage galore, but there's not the obvious big door that says pantry. But you have to kind of add it all up, which we have, and notice the storage space of the uppers over here, the lowers down there, but then all the additional countertop space.
Right?
New in a lot of my floor plans this year, you've probably noticed we are doing the windows behind this side as well for the off door, just for that natural light. Because again, we're pointing out we don't have power yet, so we're still dark, but even on your camera there, it still looks like we're pretty bright. You can see there's trying to be enough solar. There's not much sunlight. In case you're wondering why the lights are coming on and off, it's the clouds.
It's been
going
raining
past.
here in Florida for nearly a day and a half now, on and off, and so the clouds are thick. For solar to work, you got to have sun. And this, even though it is called the Sunshine State, it's been liquid sunshine for a little bit. And it's not going to, unfortunately, get any better today. So we're glad to be inside with Steve.
Absolutely.
So we'll give a quick overview down here because this feels, from a layout standpoint, to be very similar to the other two floor plans we looked at with the Alpine. The only difference is the stove, which we'll show you. So since Lisa's standing there, behind there's storage now, which is nice. So they're making use of all the available space. All right, and just slide it back. You got your nice fireplace, upgraded JBL sound system, okay? Over here, you've got your sofa. There's charge plates. Again, this all looks and feels the same as some of the other new models that we've seen. You've got your theater chairs over here, which are all electric. There's charging plates back here as well as USB. Massage? I forgot to ask that.
It does.
Massage
and
recline.
heat and massage. Yep.
Ooh, she likes that.
I love that.
Okay.
This is one of our longer islands. I mean, look at this thing. You can land it. It's like an aircraft carrier for Pete's sake. I love it. I can see a little cartoon plane graphic coming across your screen right now. I can't wait to see that edit. Give me some chill. Look, he's like, oh, don't challenge me. Don't challenge me.
Vladimir, you know what to do.
Got a guy. I got a guy.
I got a guy.
I love it. There's
Nice
those
with the big
three,
drawer.
like we talked about earlier, so you get that huge pots and pans storage, the split sink.
Like I said, the biggest thing in this unit is they've just moved the stove from this side back to more of a traditional side. So this is now your cooking area, and there's flanking cabinetry, as you can see. We didn't open them. I don't know, you guys get mad at us if we don't, but it's all, you know, full cabinetry like you would normally see. Down here, nice big storage, okay? But since the stove is over here now, your pantry's now over on that side. But in having
all of that,
instead of having the big tall pantry, they've split it up so you end up with more countertop space. Because the reality is, we always need countertop space for your coffee pot and your air fryer and your, I mean,
Vitamix.
your whatever,
all of it.
Toasters, everything. And so I love all the extra countertop
Even
space.
thinking of this one as a buffet line. You know, when everybody's coming in, you
Yeah,
cook the food.
you
We're
can
all
do
going to
that.
eat outside.
Right
You
here,
just
come here.
make a hot
Go
lap
over
around.
there,
Stuff.
come here.
Right?
And then when you're done, you just, you know, continue to circle around
Back
and
out the
drop
door
it
you
in the
go.
sink.
Boogity boogity. Got
All
that
right,
going.
so let's go up to the front. Yeah, I didn't say it, but it's the 4-person dinette that comes out to about here when you open it up. So
Something we haven't touched on yet. As we head up this direction, we did update these steps as well. So nice, clean look, but in addition, shoe storage. Because how many times you're camping, people come in, they just kick up their shoes, now you got this trip hazard as you're trying to come in and out the door. Well, now,
honestly, that's me.
They just tuck them right in, and that's big enough space, even your big shoes.
Oh
can
yeah,
fit in there.
they'll fit in there.
Get
Look,
under there.
Look, I have to.
There we go. Nice demo.
I could put a bunch in there, right?
Here we go.
Actually, bend down and reach for it. We didn't notice, didn't say anything, but there is some coat storage here. I noticed it in the last Alpine, and I forgot to mention it, and so
Yep.
here you go. So right when you come in the door, you got your jackets, you can put them there, and that one's more of storage for shelves and stuff. Okay, so let's get up into that bathroom. And this has this complete separate bathroom that we were talking about that we really love.
Right.
Same layout. I got to ask you a question.
What you got?
Just from why the angle? Why not straight?
It is more just that entrance into the shower.
Is that for
it
the
just
reason?
open, just that little bit of
Okay.
a pivot just opens us up to that door just a touch.
Always wanted to ask them because every once in a while we'll get one. I'm like, okay, it would feel so much better if it was like this. And, okay, there's a reason. But at this angle, if I'm sitting correctly, as you see, I'm not close. So at my height of 6'4", this is really comfortable. As you can see, there is a massive bank of cabinetry here, guys. Right, so you've got 2 drawers here, his and hers, and then you've got shared, right? The cabinets underneath, very well laid out. Everything is organized, so there's plenty of storage. This side looks the same. As you see, his and hers under countermount sinks. 2 mirrors, again at my height, no problem. And don't forget your medicine cabinet here in the middle.
Then
All right.
linen behind the door again as well.
Yes, so we're going to take you in here. We're saying goodbye to them once again.
Ta-ta!
Ta-ta for now. And so here's your linen. So you can store your towels and things in there. Always important to have some place for the towels, right? You are in a bathroom. All right. So last but not least, we're going to get in here and see. Oh,
we didn't make the bed.
Steve, you didn't make your bed this morning, man. What is wrong with you?
This one wasn't on our shoot list yet. But look at that. We both have room to get on either side of the bed at the same time.
And make it.
Yeah.
Right? There we go.
There we go. All fixed.
Made enough.
There we go.
Again, it's media day.
Yep.
We're not supposed to be shooting this one, but, you know, you guys get an extra bonus for being with us today. All right, so again, RV King, 70 by 80, storage underneath. It's got 2 really strong pistons. It's all finished underneath here. One of the things we love about Keystone, okay? Across from, before we get moving on, you've got 2 shelves on either side of the bed for your CPAPs, power on either side as well. A lot of RVs we go in, you might get power on one side,
right,
but not both sides. You've got a 6-drawer dresser right across from the bed. I'll pull those out. Standard. The bed's on a slide, which gives it the room that we need. To the left of where we're standing, there's your washer and dryer area. Love the fact that there's now shelves in there that can either stay if you're not going to put a washer and dryer, or you can take them out. Okay? And then, of course, Steve is all but standing in the front closet. Oh, the lights came on perfect. Quick, quick, while the lights are on.
There was a ray of sunshine.
It's trying. So, well, there you go.
That does prove a good point with solar, because a lot of times people get confused. If there's no sun, solar's not gathering anything. But as soon as the sun comes out, we'll be good to go. And the solar is to refill the batteries, and the batteries run stuff. This doesn't have any batteries on it right now. So you're literally just seeing
straight draw. All right, well, Steve, it has been a pleasure.
There we have it.
Always look forward to coming here and seeing you.
Until again next year.
Absolutely, and we do it first. So Lisa's going to grab your microphone. I got to go find Emily because we have more Keystones.
All righty.
All right, everybody. You're going to hear a lot of different noises here today because, you know, media day, it's their final prep day, right? So they're not, you know, they're not open for business. That's why that bed wasn't made. They weren't quite ready for it yet, right? So that's what the rest of today is getting all the RVs prepped for the public to come in and be ready for, well, for all of you. For us, they had 3 RVs for us, but we got another one out of there. So here's Emily. Here comes Lisa. All right, so we're done with Steve.
Okay, Montana? Awesome.
Montana's now.
All right, let's take you
So
over
Emily's going to take us over to see Montana. Montana's in the building.
We're coming.
Yeah.
All right.
So we had a little brief shower, but we were inside when it happened, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, our tent got pushed.
Oh, did it move?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, they really got to be tied down well. We do a lot of outside events, and we see a lot of tents flying through the air.
Yep.
You know, pop-ups are nice because you can get them anywhere, and they're inexpensive. But man, it is next to impossible to keep them on the ground when it gets windy. We've seen people even use like big concrete whatever and tie it down. But you know, some of the top members of them are thinner on the pop-ups, and it just doesn't hold it. That's okay. All right, so here we are. We're at the Special Events Center here in the fairgrounds, and this is Keystone Land. So they've got so much product. They've, you know, not just in here, but as you saw, all out there as well. So, but this is where bananas are.
And that's what you want to talk to.
He's sitting there waiting for.
Hello, how are you guys?
Good. How's it going?
I'm Nick.
Nick, nice to meet you.
I'm Nick.
My wife Lisa. So she's going to give you that,
Okay.
so people can see you. Didn't know we are actually live.
Okay, awesome. Even better.
Hang on, before we do that, let me turn that on.
Yep.
At the e-bike model, right? That was the
Yep.
one.
Yep. There was, I don't know, we had checked off on the list.
Okay, it was just this.
I think
It's new, other than the.
Montana this year to upgrade a new sidewall, so just new sidewall color. So,
Nice.
A little bit more of like a whitish gray color scheme. That's grass.
Hey, Zanman.
Great. Yep. There's all new interiors, new leveling jacks, which actually are 8,000 pounds a piece. They're rated for 8,000 pounds a piece.
Nice.
They're a lot faster than our previous Lippert jacks. This is their new upgraded version, and then it's also got a touchscreen panel on it as well. So just
Nice.
little things there that are upgrades. But to your point, first and foremost, this floor plan specifically. So this is our Montana 3623 EB. and-
Come on over here and
Yep.
shoot this real quick.
Yep.
We're inside, and this could get around 360. Out. just been shooting the sign for everybody. So you look the way out, just a little, right? 13. Lengthwise, you come in just a scooch over 40. Okay, fresh water tank 70. You can
rear living. I mean, this rear living, everybody in the industry.
Yes.
And ours as well. So existing rear living we do really well with. We wanted a twist on. What was our twist?
really statistic.
Yeah, so either already own e-bikes or interested in owning e-bikes. People say, I'm not interested at all. So our thought process there is, okay, what do you do when you have an e-bike and you've got a conventional fifth wheel like a Montana? Where do you store it? You store it on the back of the hitch, right?
Yeah.
And so you store it there, and a couple things. Either during transit they get extremely dirty, or we've also heard plenty of stories of people losing those completely off bouncing in rugged roads and it falling off. So that's first and foremost, how do they get there? They travel on the back. And then once you get to your campsite, what do you do with them? You pull them off and you kind of stick them underneath a little tent maybe, or underneath
somewhere on the side, because they can't be in the back because you can't get to them.
Exactly.
In a lot of cases.
And then what about securement? I mean, are you putting like a lock on the side of your unit to try to keep those? Because e-bikes are expensive and they can grow legs, and at that point, what do you do with them then? So those are kind of the concerns that we heard from the customers was, yes, we're interested in e-bikes, but we either have a traveling with them or securement of them once we're at the campsite. And then finally is also we need a place to charge them. So you just run an extension cord from one spot to try to charge them while you're at it. So this floor plan took a conventional rear living that we already have a lot of success with, and then we want to put our little twist and give you those options to be able to add that e-bike. So I guess first and foremost, we can pop inside and I'll show you, and then we can show outside on kind of the functionality of how that works.
Handle.
Flush go in that slide out box.
It's very light in here.
It is.
Right? Turn on that,
Okay.
and it's cloudy,
Yeah.
and so it's a little darker than, but this is very light feeling, right?
So we went with a little bit more of a natural wood color in all of our cabinets this year. So we
Love the
were
pulls.
a little bit more gray in years past. Now they're a little bit lighter brown. And then we tailored that in with white. So now every Montana you purchase will have a mixture of brown and white cabinetry. So most of it's the white in the kitchen, and then specific entertainment centers are white.
This is a really wide space back here. Let me just show you from all the way down here. I mean, again, we're 40 feet.
Yep.
I think that the longest one we looked at, and because we just came from Alpines with Steve, and his longest one I think we looked at was like 38 feet. And so it's interesting to see how much more, it's just 2 feet, but 2 feet in an RV is a lot.
Yes.
And again, I'm just going to go reverse so you all can catch this. And we'll do the kitchen in a minute, but just, I mean, it's a lot. Okay, so just real quick, seats 4, 2 seats here at full time, 2 seats will be hidden somewhere that you'll pull out. You've got your theater chairs, all electric, some, drink, Coke. I'm at a loss of words. I'm so sorry, y'all. You got your sofa down here at the end, cabinetry above, and we were talking about the entertainment system a little bit. You got your 50-inch smart TV, JBL sound system, and your nice InnoFlame. All right, but we were outside talking about e-bikes.
Yes. So now we look at this where this closet is. We go in, we open this up. This slide out, and now you've got a spot for your e-bikes. So what we did is we partnered with Moride, and Moride is one of those great companies that you can give ideas to, and they can take their engineers and they run with it. So we told them, we've got a need for e-bike storage.
Is that?
What can we come up with? So as you see here, these are staggered. So those front hooks are for your wheels. So your wheels will hook on right there, and then there's a strap that will go around that tire to be able to hold it there. And then from outside, I can show you how that functions because it's extremely easy.
Sure.
But there's staggered e-bikes that'll go there. It'll roll off that back end. And then this little bracket that's here on that cabinet, that straps onto the main frame of your 2 e-bikes that keeps them together. So then that way they don't shake around too much.
Wow.
But a dedicated space for that is something that no one's ever
And talking about charging, I'm sure there's power back here. There's power right there.
And that's also on our solar loop. So we have 7 inverted outlets that come with the unit because this is going to come with solar already set up.
Are you 220 or 440?
So this specific one is 220. That's our standard.
Yep.
Everything comes standard with 220, and then you have an option for our 440,
Right.
or you can go all the way up to a 1320 as well, our
Nice.
off-grid system. But even for this, the 220, it's got 7 dedicated receps, and
that's one of them.
Because
So it's going to pull off the batteries or the solar, whatever. That's
Exactly.
awesome.
Yep, you got
So
it.
real quick before we get back outside, let's finish the inside. So you got a nice island here. Lisa, we'll give this back to you. Does this light from the inside?
underneath, yeah. So
Yeah, because I'm seeing a glow here at the edge of the countertop. I'm like, oh, yes, I'm seeing some light.
underneath, so it goes through there. We got a big farmhouse sink.
Yep, one big farmhouse sink. Lisa, come on over to the side. Here's your trash can.
Yes.
This is the storage for your tops, if you will, for the sink. Okay, nice, huge space underneath there.
Lit up.
Yep, it's lit up. Nice big faucet. When we spin around, you got your residential stove with a residential microwave above, and that is convection. Some nice storage around, and he was talking about tying in white with the kitchen from over there, so you can see the white cabinets here. We've got drawers down here as well. You have a place for your silverware, soft clothes, all the great stuff. There's also tower of power here. What? All right. And then side-by-side refrigerator.
Yep.
It's locked right now, but
residential. We
yep.
also have a 12-volt option as well, so you can do residential
Or
12-volt.
huge storage up top all the way back. Okay. And then I'm assuming pantry. Look at this. Oh, but they also built a shelf in here so you can hide your coffee pot, your Keurig or whatever, right? With the power sitting right there. And this is also GFI. So love that. That is great, putting that in there. And we're going to give it the test too, because I haven't done this yet. All right, so that's not the thickest, but because it's a narrow shelf, you won't have problems putting a lot of stuff in there. A lot of the pantries we see that are decent-sized pantries, it's the same thin stuff, it just starts smiling at you. So we always, harass y'all. We apologize. We do it nicely, but, And then, of course, there's the tall man storage up in the top. All right, so real quick, let's go up to the front and catch some of that. As you are coming up to the front, you have cabinetry here. Of course, this is where all your hidden stuff is for your lights and your slides and all your stuff. There's some more shelves here. You can put your jackets here, which is nice. Your steps, and here is your toe kick for your central vac, right? Okay.
And it's a new shower this year as well, as you're going to walk up there.
We'll give it some light on the subject. All right, so again, from the height standpoint, 6'4", remember. All right, and when I'm sitting on the toilet, there is no problems here, y'all. So this passes the tall man toilet test. I love that they have a little cubby for the trash, which is great. So you can see linen storage right next to it. Huge. You can put enough towels in there for the football team, okay? Right, storage underneath and drawers. And since we're streaming and we're going through so much with the manufacturer's reps, we're going through this a little bit faster than we normally would, but you get the idea because it is a new floor plan, so we want you to see them all. And lastly, he just talked about the shower is new. It's got these, it's one piece, but it's got this nice wave pattern in here. Plus you got this really nice upgraded shower, a shower head, right, with a sort of rain shower head. You got a wand and you got some body sprays. That's awesome. The drain is kind of neat too. It's sort of in the center and it's elongated. And you got a bench in the back. Okay? So let's move on to the bedroom real fast. Here we go.
They haven't ran that slide out yet.
That's okay. So if anybody is wanting to see what an RV looks like with their slides in with the bed, this is what it looks like. Now, this is an RV King, right? 70 by 80?
Yes, sir.
And this touches right up to the front. But when it's back out, you see the slide depth is about, let's call it 2.5, 3 feet. So that would be transferred up here. So you'd have plenty of room to walk through, okay? Your shelves, your nightstands, if you will, or for your CPAPs are up top. I'll get this from Lisa because I'm a little bit closer. The power is also up there for it. USB and regular AC. Nice look. Love the padded headboard. That is your washer dryer right there. I'm not going to crawl over because, and then there's a hanging bar and shelves and all kinds of, that's a really deep closet, guys. I know the camera's probably not showing it, but that is a really deep closet. I'd almost call it a walk-in closet because I could walk in to go to the other side, okay? And I'm sure you will agree. So let's go see that e-bike on the outside because that's what's incredibly special about this unit. All right. Walking around and we're walking around.
Plenty of full pass-through storage.
Yeah.
Goes through underneath.
There's your water bay, everybody.
And then, yeah, so this is that e-bike slide.
That is a
itself.
huge, yeah.
Big slide. So you have kind of a standard door here on this back end. This will obviously go in when the slide's in. Once this opens up, there's a magnet here to hold that door
Nice.
open once you're ready. And then here's the system. So if there was the e-bikes on it right now, which we have them, but they're out and about currently, the wheels sit right in here, and then they strap to it, and then that wheel goes on the front end. So that's kind of how the functionality works. But this little blue tab here, you pull this whole thing comes out, and then in turn slides down.
Wow, so you're actually going to put them on with it like this,
Yep.
strap it all in,
Yep.
and then just lift it up and push it in.
Exactly. So we know that e-bikes, on average, 50 to 60 pounds, depending on what option you're looking at. But so the last
They're
thing
not
we do is
incredibly heavy, but they're not light either. So to
heavy
do
enough
that
to-
with it,
exactly.
that's
So
rough.
Let's pull it down, and then the bike slides right up. You then tilt this, strap it
Strap
in.
it to the back tire,
Once you
yeah.
got them in, this lifts up, and then it goes ahead and slides back forward.
And it's very well balanced, guys. So with that bike on there, you're not going to have to lift
Yep.
the 100 pounds of bike or 120 pounds of bike. It's just you're assisting as the balance point tips it, and you push it in.
Correct. So yeah,
Nice.
It's got basically two mechanisms. It's got the blue tab that pulls it out.
Yep.
And then once it's down, this tab here locks it into place. So then that way you can get your bikes up, and then you go ahead and release it, and it slides back in,
Nice.
locks in, and it sits right here. So kind of the same thing we talked about before. You've got that solar outlet that's right here on the sidewall. So then
Yep.
you can go ahead and plug your bikes in while you're traveling.
Wow.
Those are
RV for
offset,
e-bikes.
But an RV for e-bikes.
Wow, that is crazy. You know, you talk about MORride, right? It's just ingenious. Basically, they've taken their main mechanism for their pullouts and just adapted it for this. Obviously, there was a lot of engineering behind it,
Yes.
but they're just like, oh, well, we could start with this. We already have that. We've thought of that. And how do we make it do this other thing?
Exactly.
And geniuses.
Exactly.
All right.
Yes.
What's up next, Nick?
Okay, let's look at our 3915 Montana, which is a two-bedroom unit. We'll have to go around this other
Two-bedroom unit?
Two-bedroom unit, yes.
What? That's another new floor plan.
Yes, another brand new floor plan. So same kind of thing as we've seen over the last few years, more and more people are traveling with either larger families or in-laws or older kids or whatever else. So we wanted to give a full
dedicated
two-bedroom
space.
unit. And we've done that in our high country layout, but we have never done it in our full Montana. So it's this next one down.
All right.
This is also a brand new paint scheme too, as you're going to go by. That's
On the
just
Montana
on
Legacy. This is the
yes.
3901 RK, different a floor plan that existed, but it's now a new full
paint, yes.
new full body paint.
Yes.
Love it.
All right, so yeah, this 3915, I'll let you guys zoom in on this floor plan layout itself. Bigger unit, but it gives you, it's 43 feet overall length, but it gives you a big U-shaped kitchen, dedicated living room space, and then as I mentioned, two full bedrooms.
Well, in the end, and this is stuff that we talk about with a lot of reps, or even when we're not with reps, just to the people that are watching, there's only so much you can squeeze into a space.
Yep.
If you want more, it's got to get bigger to a point.
Yep.
And there's creativity, and there's ways to work around stuff, but space is space is space is space. And if you want two full bedrooms, it's going to be a big one,
Yep.
right? So outside, very similar look to everything else, graphics, right? Nice big pass-through storage, same upgraded Lippert 6-point auto level system.
Still upgraded handle.
Couple of awnings, right? So new extended handle. So let's walk up in here. Yeah, I love it already. This is why I hate coming here, because I'll take these 7.
Yep.
We'll just rotate once a day. We'll be in a different one. Each day of the week, we'll have a new RV. So as you're walking in, you've seen from Lisa behind the camera. Again, if you're joining us late, Lisa's with us. We only have 2 mics. So Nick's on a mic, I'm on a mic. Lisa's the camera person today. So got a great U-shaped kitchen as you come in. Really beefy grates on this residential stove, residential microwave, which is convection above. I love the U setup because when you're cooking, you've got something dirty, the sink is right there. I mean, you've got your tower of power here, so you've got all the power in the world, all the cabinetry. It's all right here, nice and compact, but not small compact. It's just contained, if that makes sense. The refrigerator is just behind Lisa.
And that's the 12 volt. So in the other floor plan, you saw the residential.
This is the 12 volt version of it, okay?
Looks very, very similar.
It's locked. We're not going to open it, but it's side-by-side refrigerator up in the top, and you got your 2 freezer drawers down, which typically operate independently temperature-wise,
Correct,
right?
yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
And that's got an ice maker as well, which is new.
What?
for
No.
12. Yes, typically 12 volts don't have ice makers.
What?
Now these all have ice makers as well.
Man!
And then-
Okay.
And then this layout, yeah,
Yeah.
that's your point. I mean, you've got you've got direct theater seats looking straight at the TV. You've got your trifold, and you still got your seating area over here. So good space in this. And then one of the things we wanted to do with that 2-bedroom unit is we went ahead and dropped it down. So it does have a step down. And to do that, the reason we did that is so that way you have a loft up top.
Right.
So there's 3 small mattresses that are up top for the kids, but you can see, and I'll unlock this. One of the things we wanted to do too was give you the space. So we put a little, almost like
I got you. Yeah, so you're not up against the wall.
So you can move it when need be.
Nice. I just move it over the door when the door shuts so they can't get out.
Yeah, that's true.
You're in. No, that is nice. He talked about the 3 mattresses. It's hard to see because they're dark, but there's one this way, and the other one's this way, and then the other one's behind it.
And there is TV prep and everything back there.
Yeah, the TV would go right there. Yep, and there's some cubbies and stuff. Yeah, that's a nice space. You know, this is taller than most.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of you. It's hard to tell in videos. And you know what? Here, Lisa, I'm actually going to do this. I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'm going to crawl up there. Because, I mean, that is, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see how far I get. That is a lot of space up here, guys. And I don't mean like square footage. I mean in height. Normally the bunks, I mean, you feel like you're in a coffin.
Yep.
It's really tight. But look. I mean, I can't sit all the way up, obviously. But if in normal ones, I couldn't even crawl up to get into the normal ones. So
that's the benefit of doing the drop frame on the back end. To your point, we honestly, when we first did the floor plan, we looked at keeping this floor flush.
Yeah.
And that got so tight that we're like, that's not what I'd want. I want enough space where the kids can sit up. Maybe we can't, but at least it gives you some room.
Correct. I would even feel comfortable, again, not for me, but like for kids or someone, right, to put a nicer mattress up here that's thicker. Because that's the other thing. They're so skinny, you're relegated to nothing but this tiny because you can't get in and out any other way. This is great. Now let's see if I can get down here without killing myself, because the last thing that I forgot to say when I did this is I'm afraid of heights. So getting on ladders and off of ladders is a challenge for me. I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're doing great.
I'm doing good.
Sure she's videotaping this.
Yeah, I know. Right. Woo!
So that'll just pull out and
pull
slide
out.
over just like a library ladder type.
Nice. All right, so let's get in there.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing they did, and I don't know if you noticed that when Lisa was up there, there's this little padded area which helps you transition, but it's really for function because you have to have a cutout here or someone like myself is just not going to be able to get in there at my height. Now, I still have to duck a little bit, but it's not a problem to come in here, okay? And at my height of 6'4", I'm not even touching. So you'd be touching at 6'5", but you're not touching at 6'4", okay? Residential queen.
Queen, yes. You got king up front, but queen back here.
And again, residential, right? 60 by 80. So 60 by 80, which is great. It's on a slide, which gives you the space here for running through. I'm sure this is on storage underneath and a piston, right? So there you go. Right, just like the other model we were in, the CPAP shelves or your nightstands are up top, and there's power up there as well. You see valances for complete privacy at night when you have the shades down. Love that, so there's no light leaking. Across from the bed is sort of your entertainment and closet area for this back. All right, I'll just open the one side. You get an extra shelf on this side. You don't have that extra bottom cabinet down here because the stairs are there, but everything else is the same, okay? Let's not forget the 6 drawers. But what would the use of having 2 bedrooms if you don't have 2 bathrooms?
2 full bathrooms.
So back here, and this is another interesting, neat thing, that bed doesn't extend back here. So this is full height back here. So there are no height challenges for y'all. Look at this, okay? So the only issue that I would have at my height is I might splash a little bit of water over. That would be my only thing, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, but they actually mounted the shower head real tall, so that's good, right? The toilet is in a great place. It's going to be rough for me to sit on it because the stairs are up. With the stairs down, I promise you there is plenty of room for someone my height. I'm having to compress right now because the stairs are there. But if the stairs weren't, my leg would just be a little bit further over. So again, at my height, this is not suffering because it's stuck in the back. It is a full bath. There's some RVs that don't have bathrooms this big, right?
Yeah, main bathrooms.
Yeah, and this is a second bathroom, never mind just a primary. So you got under countermount sink, right? Some storage underneath there as well, and you got some cabinetry up above. The mirror is on the side, but it's a full mirror. I can literally see my entire self, right? Full mirror, okay? So let's get up to the front real quick and see that. Love this. 2 full baths, 2 bedrooms. All right, so this is your split bathroom here. Split meaning there's a door here, like Lisa's standing there. She can walk in from the hallway, but there's also access directly from the bedroom, right? So we'll give that to Lisa. She can stay here in the bedroom. Toilet, very similar to the other one in the way that it's angled to give you more space when you're in here because it's a little bit tight. Nice shower, which I'll crawl in a minute. This is the same exact sink setup like the other one. The only difference is there's a cutout because you're sitting here on the toilet. So you need this cutout so your body fits in there. So at my height of 6'4", this is comfortable. There is some shelves though back here. Hard to see, but there's shelves back there. No medicine cabinet in here, just a glass. So you'd have to put your meds down. We would fashion like a little shelf in there like we've done before, okay? Upgraded shower, just like the other unit, right? Okay, I'm in the bubble, as you can see. Great, not a problem. Could be 6'8", in 6'4". Yeah, about 6'8" in here. Nice upgraded shower head, body wash, hand wand, right? Bench in the back. Love it. I would just change the doors out myself and have the retractables, but that's just me. So when you get into the bedroom, he said a king. This would be an RV king. I'm assuming this is 70 by 80. Let's take a quick look. Yes, 70 by 80. So you get your RV king. Just like the other model in the other bedroom, your nightstands, if you will, are up top. That's where you put your CPAP. There's plenty of power. It's all nice. Again, the padded headboard, the valances for complete privacy. You got your washer dryer space up here. We didn't get to see it in the other one because the slide was out, but here you go. All right. And they have a shelf in here. So if you're not using it, you can still have either hanging or shelf space. Big closet. Remember I was talking about it's almost like walk-in. You see the extra space that's in here. So like Lisa could crawl in there with it in this configuration.
Yeah, I might be able to.
Yep. As opposed to sliding the door, you could just walk in. Here's that hamper I was talking about. Is that cedar?
Yes.
Oh, cedar line, right? Keep those dirty clothes from smelling. I think the only thing we didn't touch here is you've got your 6 drawers, little dresser here with your TV above. All right, have it. We might have time for one more. If you have time for one more.
Yeah.
Do you have another floor plan?
Yes, we have. I know we don't have power on this one.
We like to make sure that we show everybody all the new floor plans that are here because these are, the hot commodities, if you will, right?
I think the other one's locked up currently, so I think
Okay.
that's probably the best we're going to see for now.
All right.
On that, so yeah, so the e-bike floor plan,
Yep.
3623, and then that was our 3915 2-bedroom unit, and then obviously you guys saw the new paint as well.
Yes.
But that e-bike floor plan, we're super excited.
That is
It's a
amazing.
different
I
market
think
than
that
what
is going to be. First of all, when you said 75% of people own e-bikes or a bike, I mean, we see them going down the road, bikes all the time, but that was shocking.
Yeah.
That it's 75%.
They either own them or would like to own them. That's
Like
the
to
key
own
thing,
them,
right? Is
yeah.
that a lot of people maybe don't today, but they want to, and they just know all the struggles to it. So
Right,
let's make sure we
and
develop a
that
floor
solves
plan
the struggles.
Exactly.
And it's built on your most popular floor plan,
Exactly.
which is real living.
Yep.
Nick,
Hey,
thank
my
you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you so
We're going to
much.
have
Thank you,
Lisa
guys.
get your microphone, and we're going to head back and find Em. Oh, we don't have to walk back and find Emily.
here.
She's right here. Emily's our guide here. She carries us around. She's our handler. We have a handler.
Nick, this is other Robert.
Okay, perfect. Easy
So
enough.
Robert to Robert.
We're checking out the e-bike model.
Okay.
That's the one he really wants to see. So.
Hi, Robert. Hey, how are you? I'm Nick. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet
All right.
What's up, traveling with Robert? Robert, nice to meet you. His channel's slightly bigger than ours, but we got to start somewhere.
Okay.
All
Where are
right.
we going next? I feel like it's a Arcadia.
Yes,
Does that sound right?
Arcadia is correct.
All right, let's find Dustin.
Dustin, where are you? And this is the thing, if you've joined us on our live streams before, is so there are some manufacturer areas. For instance, we were just in one. However, RVs are not sold by manufacturers, they're sold by dealers. And so the areas have been sort of broken up a little bit by dealer as well. So you'll see Optimum RV, you'll see them all here, all the big RV dealers. And so a company like Keystone that has so many models, they're spread out. and you know, this manufacturer, or sorry, this dealer will sell these 3 models, this dealer will sell those 3 models, and so they're kind of spread out a little bit. So we do get our exercise, that's all I have to say. Which is also why when we did our sort of pre-planning video with you guys that we put out a few days ago, you know, if you're coming here to look at stuff, you got to plan, you got to get a map, you got to think about it, because this is not a tiny show. It takes a lot of time to get from one place to the other. It just does. Especially if you're coming on a weekend, specifically Saturday, this place will be packed. We're getting close. Well, we're back where we started, guys. Remember, we were over here. There's where all the Alpines were and the Avalanches. Alpine Avalanche Edition.
Turn in this way.
And they are, Arcadias are over here. Step over the flag. We've now stepped into general RV area. You can tell by the red. All right.
Dustin! I didn't know where they are.
Oh, Dustin, we appreciate you hanging with us as we walk through to the next space, but for those watching, you know this is what we do. Dustin? Oh, Dustin.
Let me give him a call.
Well, we'll get to show you the redwoods a little bit later. I'm sure you all know who that is, or at least there's his tent. Matt's RV Reviews. This is where he'll be hanging out here at General RV. We'll obviously see him a bunch because we'll be coming by this area a lot. It's one of the main drags. I see somebody on their phone, but they're in the Alpines.
I'll find him for you.
You'll find them. While we're waiting, we're going to go look at this 288 SLBH. So this is where we'll be.
All right.
We might as well get a review in while we're doing this. All
You
right.
got power in this one.
Yeah, absolutely, right? So this comes in at 8,756 pounds. Got a cargo carrying capacity of 2,244 pounds. Again, model number is 288 SLBH. Okay. It is a 5th wheel. And you know what I didn't, lengthwise, it's a shorty. Comes in at 32 feet 8 inches. Okay, I mean, they make smaller ones, but you know, as RVs or as 5th wheels go, it's kind of short. So you got a decent storage up front. This is a 4-point electric level system, not 6, it's 4-point. We'll show you here we call this the utility cabinet up front, right? So your spare tires there, your batteries go there. That's where all that happens, okay? But you'll just, you got one big slide, covers about 2/3 of the side, all the most important areas, right? From the door all the way down to where you would be entertaining people. All right, I'll give this back to Lisa, unless this is Dustin coming, I don't know. All right, so you got your little outdoor kitchen, nice griddle, flat top, and a little micro fridge. That's a mini fridge. No, that's a micro fridge. But let's go inside. Take a look in there. Oh, and this is a bunkhouse. I wasn't paying attention. A BH. All right, so you have a nice, it's a corner kitchen, but it's obviously accessible from the front, as you can see where Lisa's standing. All right, so is there some storage there?
Yeah, there's a couple of drawers.
There's a couple drawers right here.
Underneath
Oh, look at
there's
that.
storage.
Interesting that I would say this is where your silverware goes.
Yeah.
It's on the outside.
Yeah.
And then you've got another storage down here, cutting boards, and then again, you put your shoes here or under the stairs. Making use of all the space. Okay, as you continue to walk in, you have this little bench where you can put your shoes on to leave, but you also have hooks for a coat rack. Love this.
Yeah,
That's really neat.
nice.
All right, storage up top, as well as a couple cabinets down at the bottom. All right, as you continue to walk in, you got your traditional dinette, okay? 2 benches, storage underneath, 2 drawers. Oh, yeah. See, he was hiding from us because we told him we were going to be doing this.
I wasn't hiding.
Robert, this is Dustin.
Dustin, nice to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you.
Richard, I'm Robert. It's my wife, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Nice
Dustin.
to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
So she'll give you that. And before I forget, because we were almost through with this, just finished this. So your living room here, right here, you got a charging plate right there, 2 cup holders. You got your theater station here with a fireplace if you're on a refrigerator. But this is hidden storage. Look at this. It's huge. It's huge. Yeah, we don't poke and prod you too much. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, all good either way.
And then a bunkhouse, right? So you got some space back here in the back. Traditional bunks, 250 to 300 pounds, right? And then obviously some cabinet space, closets, if you will, for the people that live back here. You can put your shoes up there, tiny shoes, all right? The only thing that I haven't seen in this one is the bathroom. We'll get it to Lisa real quick, and then we'll let Dustin tell us what's up with Arcadia this year. Nice bathroom. This reminds me of the other one that we were just in. So great space for the tall people. I'm 6'4", if I haven't said it enough. So I'll use my height as reference, okay? You've got your linen space back here. Nice space over here. It's tiny in there, but you can store some things. But you have plenty of drawers, and the linen cabinets again being big. Under countermount sink. You got a nice medicine cabinet in here. We haven't seen one of those actually in a little bit, so it's pretty good. The shower, generous size, and it's flat to the floor sort of, so you're not losing any head height. My height is in the bubble, but barely. I don't have to stand in the bubble. So this is a great shower for someone my size. Have 3 shelves in the back and a bench. Awesome. Last but not least, the bedroom. This looks to be, oh, this is cute, Lisa. Yeah, this looks to be like an RV King. Yes, 60 by 80, right? Because it's
Queen.
yeah, that's what I meant to say, an RV Queen. I'm sorry, a residential Queen. We're already suffering for the mouth here, the mad cow. All right. Anyway, here's your wardrobe. So it's full pass through all the way through there, right? And there's a couple of drawers down here at the bottom. Okay. There's obviously storage up there by the bed as well. Okay. And power up there at the head for CPAPs and stuff. Okay, so let's get with Dustin. He's giving us his time so we can do all this stuff later. But we were almost through, so. So what's new with Arcadia this year? Man, you guys seem to be doing a lot of new things all across the board, Keystone.
Yeah, absolutely. And first, I wanted to say, from a short man, I wanted to say thank you for welcoming me into the Tall Man's Review.
You're an honorary tall man.
Amazing. 5'7.5" to do a Tall Man's Review. Really, what's new with Arcadia, we're celebrating our 3rd birthday as we stand today. So 3 years ago, Arcadia was launched.
We're 4 years old today.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, all of calendar year 23, we were launching these Superlight models. We're standing in one now. You're standing in a 288, which was really one of our first Superlights launched. So really trying to stay very much half-ton towable. So we're standing in a unit that weighs 7,800 pounds. Here at the Tampa show, we've got a little 21 Select that you're talking 6,700 pounds.
Yeah, well, you have to show us that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that on the list? If it's not, we'll go do it.
It's not on the list, but we can certainly.
We'll try to squeeze one in.
Yeah. And then really new with Arcadia, we've got our product group, product teams, really trying to refine and give us more pop. We've touched our cabinetry. We've got countertop additions, new linoleum, new wallboard. Really trying to freshen up the look of your Arcadia.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 3 years old. Maybe not needs refreshing quite yet, but always, like we've seen a lot, grays are in now.
Absolutely.
And so things you see a little bit more gray, going
Sure.
into the schemes of things.
Sure.
So, and you got to do that every once in a while.
Absolutely. So
trends
just trying
change.
to keep on our toes and continuing to offer our dealer body a nice lineup, really.
Yep.
Again, 3 years ago, we came here with 2 units. Today, we've got 12.
That's
our lineup.
awesome.
I know that doesn't sound like a ton, but
No, in a 3-year development,
yeah,
that's huge.
yeah, we feel good about it
Yeah.
and looking for a great 2024 calendar year for sure.
Because a lot of people maybe don't understand the manufacturing side of things, and there's a lot of you hear moaning and groaning. They just spin them out so quick, this, that, or whatever. But look, before they can even go to production, it's design, it's test building and prototyping,
Yes.
and it's a process to actually do one new floor plan in the line.
Yeah.
Never mind in the 3 years you went from 2 to now 12.
Yes.
So that's pretty good.
You know, and I'm going to hint on something real quick too. You know, I've been doing this 20 years. Guess what? The Springdales or the Arcadias, the #1 floor plans that were the #1 20 years ago, are just about the same, if not little small tweaks. You know, your classic rear lounge in our world is going to be #1.
It is.
Forever and ever.
It's just the colors that change.
Correct.
For a lot.
Yeah.
And maybe like a new way to find something to hide something.
Yes.
But generally speaking, general layout. You come in, it's opposing slides. You got your your dinette, your theater chairs, your bench or your sofa in the back, entertainment system, kitchen, bedroom up in the front with bathroom in between. It's stand across the industry with all manufacturers, because you said it is the most popular design. So, all right, so why don't you take us to a couple of your favorite units? We've sort of looked at this one again, the 288 SLBH, which you said came in at, what was it, like?
This is only 7,800 pounds.
Empty.
Yeah.
And so the weight set, by the way, this is a good question to ask. As we're showing you the graphics on here, that is fully loaded weight, right? So this says fully loaded, it's 8756. So if you remove the cargo carrying capacity, you talk about half-ton towable, right?
Yeah, all day, and that's the market that we're really trying to hone in on. When we initially launched, we had more of our full-size product. That's a little heavier, but again, right in that wheelhouse. Now offering the Superlight lineup just puts us in a better position for all dealers, and to be a better partner for them.
Yeah, I got an F350 dually. I don't want to replace it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't.
Right.
I mean, I could. It's all special order. You can't go to a dealer anywhere and find dualies.
Oh, absolutely.
They don't exist.
With that, you're unlimited within an Arcadia.
Of course.
For instance.
Of course.
And then even put.
But to your point of creating something that's half-ton towable, you can find Ford F-150. I mean, you can find any half-ton truck anywhere. But these big trucks, like I've got, they're not on lots anymore.
Tough to find.
It's all custom order.
You betcha.
Right. So come on and show us a couple of your favorites.
Perfect.
Then.
All right, let's do it.
Appreciate it.
You want to see that little selection?
Absolutely. Let's go see that. It's funny though. It's Tall Man's RV Reviews. Our subscribers, they love the yeah, I think it's right.
I've been hit a couple times too.
Our subscribers either prefer the tiny ones or the gigantic ones.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I get it.
All right, so look at this right from here as he's opening them up. I mean, guys, it's 26 feet in length, right? Full, completely full, 6,817 pounds. But still, it's 1,600 pounds of carrying, almost 1,700 pounds of cargo carrying capacity. But you just look at it from the side, it's not gonna bowl you over going down the road, right? Love it. Yep. And you're still not missing anything. You've got nice storage up front. I mean, it's not gonna be like an Alpine storage, but that is generous.
Great pass.
No, it's huge.
Just like a floor that you'd want to do in a garage that you want to keep nice.
Yeah, your propane. Again, this is electric stabilization jacks.
BTU furnace, tankless. Yeah, this is a tankless water heater. It's not like we're skimping on anything in the
No, there's Lisa on the other side.
Frameless windows. On the Arcadia Select.
Yeah. Yep, this is great. Awning that covers, I call it 17 foot. Yep, so you're covering a generous portion, about 75%. Yep. There you go. We'll give this to Lisa. We'll climb on in.
All right.
And this is a rear kitchen design, which is interesting. It was hard to see the floor plan here because it was flipping around on us. There you go. All right, so let's climb on in. We can see it for real.
Unfortunately, not
power to everything. It's okay. We never have power in our world. Not that we've never met Dustin before. We're not RV salespeople. We don't work for a dealership. We just have a YouTube channel. We're enthusiasts. We've been doing it, like I said, our 4th anniversary, and we got a pretty good subscriber base. And it's a very non-opinionated opinion, right? Sure. Because I'm not trying to sell you this unit, right? And so we walk around and we give them the views of things. So as we were coming in, I was talking about rear kitchen. As you see, she's in it. It's sort of like a galley style type kitchen, meaning it's long and thin. Right, but you have plenty of countertop space, which, if it was an L, you'd sort of, I feel, lose countertop space. So the fact that it's full in the back is great. Sink is in the middle, so you almost still have your triangle. Yes. It's kind of an elongated triangle, but you do. Yes. Your stove, your sink, your refrigerator. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about, right? Right?
As you can see, jam-packed with storage, too. You've got great overhead capacity, and then down below.
Yeah, and that's all full pass-through.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Storage.
Yep.
Pots and pans space underneath your oven.
Yep. Space for your trash can. Another third drawer down there, and he was talking about nice space down here for the large pots and pans. And 12 volt on the refrigerator.
Yes.
Okay. Is this standard with the 220 solar?
It is.
Solar Flex?
Yeah,
Okay.
This has a 220, so already equipped. You've already got your inverted outlet, so
Nice.
ready to rock and roll. And then, obviously, as you're probably aware, you can build upon that.
Absolutely,
Yes,
yeah. We spent some time the first year you guys were introducing it with Steve, and he went over it in great detail. If you want to go back 2 years to the 2022, the video's on there with Steve talking about Solar Flex. If you didn't exactly know what that is, I don't want to cover it again because he went into great detail. But basically, it's plug and play. Everything comes with 220, which powers essentially your refrigerator when you're going down, and you do have your outlets, okay? But it's plug and play. So if you yourself, the homeowner, wanted to upgrade it to 440, you just buy the extra panel, stick it in there, and you're good to go. Anything more than that, you have to change the inverter out. But even that it's all plug and play.
Yes,
anyway, all right. So your living, dining, sort of, and even pantry is kind of all covered right here. As you see, your TV is above the dinette, so you technically could sit at the dinette and watch it. It would be a little bit, neck stretch, but the sofa is right across from it. So this is great viewing because the TV is right there. So many times with the smaller ones, the TVs end up like here, and that's just not, we full time as well.
Okay.
And so we always look at these things from a full time perspective, and cocking your head to the left all the time to watch TV is just not comfortable,
No.
right? So
Very friendly as far as entertainment.
yep, traditional dinette seating. This would convert into a bed if you need to. I'm assuming there's storage underneath.
There
Okay.
it is. There it is.
And I talked about pantry. So look at this, y'all. It's floor to ceiling, basically.
That's crazy.
Yep. And so again, it's the thin board, but it's not very wide. And though it's very deep, you have wood all the way around. These would not smile at you if you're loading them up.
Perfect. That's the top. That's the tall man shelf. Up
Yeah, you can actually see what I'm talking about too, though, right? So you have wood here, you have wood there, and you have wood there. And there's also wood on this side. So even if you're loading that up with heavy stuff, it's never going to dip and smile at you. That's one of our biggest pet peeves. And the what?
And the pet
And pet-friendly registers. Yeah, I think it's all across Keystone. Yep, love it.
And that's fairly new for us. We
Yep.
just went to that.
Yep,
As
yep.
a group.
Absolutely.
Love it.
And you got your steps up. We're going to go into the little bathroom right over here. We're going to give this the tall man toilet test. And as you can see at my height of 6'4", this sucker passes with flying colors. Lots of space in here. Even if you're a big person, again, as one of my friends calls themselves fluffy, this is going to be very comfortable when you're on the toilet. You got a nice sink and countertop space for, soaps and lotions and potions and things, okay? Under counter mount, which is nice. There is a little bit of storage there, and you've got some drawers down here, 3 of them. This is a medicine cabinet from the height. As you can see, it's perfect. There's nothing missing. So if you have a full head of hair, unlike me, you can get your hair done. All right. Shower, nice shower. I think this is a 30 by 36 sort of standard RV shower. So there's plenty of space. It'd be tight, but you could squeeze 2 people in a 30 by 36, as you can see from where I'm standing. From the head standpoint, I'm just in the bubble, right? But the way that it's oriented, I almost said orientated. Thank you, Dad. Oriented. Yeah, this is perfect. And you could be every bit of 6'8", say 6'9" max, because that's 5 inches. So 6'8", maybe pushing 6'8.5". Okay? Let's see that bedroom real quick. I love this sucker. Really do. It's a nice compact unit. All right, so the bed is up. So you see there's full storage underneath, and it's finished off, which is nice. And it's on a couple pistons, so it's easy to raise. This also looks like it's a residential queen. I'm not going to bother to measure it. Y'all know what a residential queen looks like. I know you like to see me on the beds, but, yes, my feet stick off, but this is how I normally sleep, just with my normally down like that. Right? Because my pillows are up here, okay? Love the headboard area. You've got USB charging ports there. You've got regular power on either side, so if you're doing dual CPAPs, there's plenty of space. As you can see, there's cabinets above. The only thing that I would ever complain about so far in this unit that I see, no pistons on the door. If that's the smallest complaint I have on a unit, that's great. Right, and then you have this huge hanging area over here. I'll grab this from Lisa so y'all can see. A couple big drawers down there. And then, of course, there's an area to hang your favorite TV right there. So yeah, I love this small little unit, man. I mean, it is going to break the bank. It isn't going to break the truck. You can get it in anywhere. There's, a lot of people talk about these days going to all the state parks and different things like that. And if you've got a big unit, you just can't get into a state park.
Yeah.
This can go anywhere.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. We've got two units here, Arcadia Select. We're in one of them, the 21, and we have a BH. It's very similar to the 288. The Selects really are meant to be very price sensitive. We needed to come to market and offer our dealers, offer the retail customer a great price, but yet jam-packed with features.
Yeah.
Good look, great floor plan. So as you were coming down, for sure. I mean, this is all about your pocketbook and getting you into the Keystone family of fifth wheels.
Absolutely.
Quite honestly.
All right.
Yep.
Well, you said you had another one for us.
I do. Let's head on over to the 246.
246.
Hi, Marlette. Hey, how are you, buddy? Amazing. With your help. Oh, you guys.
All right.
Down this. No, I'm just going on the ones that were on your list.
That's okay.
246,
Which
is probably from Emily, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yep. Emily created the list that she put out to everybody, and I just went down and checked off those that fit in the schedule. And so that's why I always leave it up to you guys. If you have another floor plan that you'd like people to see, something that's new that wasn't on the list.
On the list.
Let's look at them both.
246.
I think we've got a little bit of time.
Smallest to biggest.
Let's do smallest to biggest. Why not? Right. We just we're in the other one, which was a smaller one. This seems to be just slightly bigger. I'm not sure it's not on there. So this is the 246 SLRK.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have to make some general guesses because the wind has blown the thing away.
So you're talking, this is 28 feet.
28 feet, okay.
7,800 pounds.
Okay, empty or full?
That's empty.
Empty, all right.
7,800 pounds.
Probably carry about 16, 17, 1,800 pounds?
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right, so you're still staying at the edge of half ton, but half ton.
Yes.
Okay. Get a nice awning that covers almost the entire. Actually, it couldn't be any longer because here's the very front. Yeah. Right. Nice pass-through storage up front. Generous all the way through, so there's plenty of room to carry everything. This is also your 4-point electric.
One big thing we wanted to do is have the awning cover our little outside kitchen.
Nice. So we'll show you that.
That door.
4-point electric auto level is what I was going to say. What he was bringing up is. Oh, it's locked. Oh, it's locked. Oh, no, it's okay. But it's probably like a little micro fridge and a pull-out griddle.
Capital griddle pull-out.
Perfect. Yes. Love it. Love it. And look, that's just enough. And if you want to do something bigger, you can put that right here and you could still be underneath. Right?
Absolutely.
Right? All right, so let's go in and look.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, yeah. I like this. This is neat.
I like this one too.
Right? All right, so oh, yeah, are we having a party?
Well, yeah.
Woo!
Energy drink.
Energy drink.
In case you needed a hit real quick of good energy.
I'm like this all day long. I don't drink coffee either. If I was to drink coffee or something like that, I would explode, self-combust. This is really neat, right? So what was the idea, if you don't mind, about this particular floor plan of doing it this way?
For sure. So this was a little different than some of your smaller rear kitchens like this.
Yeah.
We decided to offer this huge table, provide a desk area with a pop-up TV. So you've got the ability to work.
Yeah.
As far as a workstation, when you want to dine, pop your TV down. And we wanted to keep everything included in the campsite. So we're assuming, hey, dinner's being cooked outside. This group here sitting, we've got 2 more chairs that we shipped with this.
Oh, nice.
That way you can still be a part of the outside.
Yeah, put this down. There's the window. Put the windows up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. I'm looking at this going, my YouTube studio.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at, right?
No, and on this,
that is great.
The 21, the littler little rear kitchen. Now we've got theater seats across from a 50-inch TV.
Right.
So now it's really game time for you when it comes to if you have to be inside, you're looking to be entertained.
Yeah.
You're in perfect position.
So there's some storage cabinets underneath right here on either end, right? So some shelves there. Let's not forget as we walk in, here's sort of your coat area and a little bench. So if you want to put your shoes on and get ready to go out the door, you can do that from here. Again, hooks for your coats and stuff. There is cabinetry underneath. Oh, actually, no. This is where your panel is. Yes. It is cabinet doors, but that's where your 12-volt panel is. But the cabinet's up above, okay? The 50-inch that he talked about, we didn't really mention it. We kind of glazed over it, but it's on a televator. So it's not always there. So if you're using it as a table and want to be part of that outside, you put it down. Oh, he's actually going to put it down. That's right. We're on solar. This one's working.
Yes.
It's had just enough light. So there you go. And like you talked about, one huge window, and so you're not missing anything from outside. Lisa and Dustin are now in the kitchen area, so we'll flip-flop.
Okay.
We'll go back there, and I'll come up here. And so it's an L. You're really, as an L kitchen is designed, that's where it gets its name. It's an L. So you have nice countertop space down here. You got your 50-50 sink, nice tall residential faucet, 3-burner stove. Got your Furrion microwave up top, cabinets that wrap all the way around the top and the bottom, right? Plenty of space. You got your trash can underneath there, okay? Drawers, 4 of them. And again, I'll just at least open these. This is not a full pass-through here, which is great. I'd rather it not. And of course, it stops at the microwave. But you got a nice corner unit here. Yeah, I love that. These are all independent cabinets, guys. The one thing that I don't like about the big pass-throughs is that, you know, you're going down the road, stuff slides, and then it's no longer where it used to be. And so this is contained. You got your 12-volt refrigerator, which I absolutely love. Oh, and it's on. Oh, yeah. This will be the only day of the show that someone's going to be excited about the cold coming out of there.
I'm guessing you're right.
Because it's going to be cool the next few days. And then you got your pantry, if you will, right? I don't have to give it the knock test because it's sort of the same as the other one. It's not a very large space. It's large enough, but it's supported on all 4 sides, so those will never smile at you. All right, let's go up here. Love the newer style steps, so you can store your shoes here, and then you're sitting there to put them on. Love that. Handrail if you need it to get up. This bathroom reminds me of the other one that we just came out of, right? Plenty of space for the tall people in the world and the fluffy people in the world. So at 6'4", my height, I'm pretty good. 220 pounds, pretty good. Got all your linen storage here, which is great. I didn't mention your countertop. There's lots of space for your lotions and potions, under counter mount, which is great. Is this a tankless heater?
Yes, it is.
Wow, tankless water heater. So, man, them long showers. Woohoo! All right. There's your medicine cabinet for all them drugs. Now, I didn't cover in the other ones, but you can see, look, I'm not touching up here. A lot of people get worried at being very tall once you get into the front of a fifth wheel that it can feel confining. I don't feel that at my height. If you are my height, you're used to being up, right? It doesn't bother me at all. Just note you got a duct to get in, okay? Same shower, just like the other one, okay? With my hat off, as you see, I'm just barely rubbing, okay? 3 shelves, bench in the back, very comfortable shower, okay? Let's move into the bedroom. Moving into the bedroom. All right, we've got a north to south bed, just like the other one. And so that it allows you to have your residential size mattress in here. So it's the only way to get a residential size mattress unless the bed's going to be on a slide. So you've got your wardrobe over here, which is great. Your 2 drawers. This looks just like the other model we were in the bedroom area. Okay. Up top, again, 2 nice nightstands with regular power, cabinets underneath, and then of course you can see your cabinets up top here. Now, when I made that step, there's a step to get up here. Is there a step on that side? You can show that side.
Yes.
See the little step? Okay, it's the same on this side. So again, from a height, now also know the roof starts dipping down. This is not a full or a mid profile, right? And so it's a regular looking fifth wheel. And so this you have to duck at my height, but you know, you're gonna know that. Anywhere else, I'm pretty good. All right, so this is the smallest of them. Let's go look at the bigger of them.
All right. This is a 294.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, good luck with that. The wind's going to carry you away. You're holding the sail.
Yes.
All right. So this one is the 294.
Just of our Superlight. So this is still in our Superlight family. However, 33 feet, and now you're talking 8,900 pounds. This one's showing 9,000. The actual unit itself, we weighed it.
Guys,
this one's 89. So we're
Gimbal's going nuts.
Here we go. I'm trying to hold it up for everybody, but the wind's making it kind of hard. Yeah, our travel trailer is 37 feet.
Okay.
And weighs more than this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Isn't that crazy?
Right? So as you can see from the side, it's again almost 37 feet, 36, whatever.
That's 33 feet.
This is 33 feet.
33 feet.
Okay, so wow.
Yes.
I'm sure this is locked as well, but this is your little, oh no, this one's not. So this is what the other one would look like. So there's your little micro fridge and your capital griddle, which you just press these little tabs there. It's kind of both at the same time and pull out. So there's your little griddle, okay? And it was the same on the other unit.
All protected by an awning on this side, and then you've got your awning.
Yep, so 2 different awnings. Love it. All right, so let's crawl in. Oh, nice. Yeah. This is super sweet.
Yeah.
This is a whole different thing because normally you would most people would try to squeeze like the dinette over here. Instead, it's over here, right? It's kind of nice. I like it.
This was an inspiration. Sam Linger, who's our product manager, this was a Montana high country floor plan that he brought into the Superlight world. So
Nice.
proven floor plan. And,
Yeah.
Obviously, we're excited to offer this at just at 9,000 pounds. Or
Right.
under.
That's great. So yeah, so as you come in all the way to the back, here's your entertainment center. It's all the way in the back and cabinetry wrapping it completely all the way around. Is this just black or anything special? No, it's just black.
Just black.
Sometimes when you see the black, it's chalk poured black, right? I wasn't sure.
It's just meant to have that TV pop off the back wall.
That's exactly what I thought, right? So it's a nice theater look because it's dark behind there. 50-inch smart TV, nice fireplace, Furrion soundbar. Yeah, nice
And
entertainment.
leaves room to decorate, honestly, on
Yeah.
either side of the
No,
TV.
absolutely.
Yes.
Right, you got your theater chairs that are across from it. There's no cup holders, but guess what? There's your cup holder right there, right behind you. Okay? Got your electric and USB charging ports here. There's also a huge sofa to my left, Lisa's right, that will pull out to be a bed if you need some extra sleeping space. Lisa's actually standing in the dinette. I'm sure you already saw it as we were whipping the camera around. But one other thing that I want to show, and we haven't shown this on any of them yet. Look at these blinds. Aren't those neat?
Yeah, those are nice.
I'm not sure I've seen anything like that. I mean, we've been seeing them today. I just haven't pointed them out.
So-
Normally you get flat, or you get the sort of the papery accordion ones. I don't think I've seen anything like this.
So the Roman shades were a part of the initial launch 3 years ago when Arcadia
Really?
was born, and we simply can't get away from it. It's just been that good.
How have I missed that? And because we've seen Arcadia before.
You weren't with me.
Maybe.
Yeah. Otherwise, we would have talked about that. Right?
I don't know. Yeah.
Roman
It-
shades were something.
it's all
that
because we didn't see
spent some
Dustin.
money on. They're not inexpensive. It's something we really wanted to provide a different look. So back 3 years ago, design team, this is what we wanted, and we're going to stick with it.
That's nice. It's your thing.
Yes,
It's
one of
your
our
thing.
things. Yes.
Right? By the way, there's a couple of outlets there in the dining room. That's great. We are always power hungry. So right when you walked in the door, as you can see from the camera, here's the door. Here's your kitchen. This is one thing Lisa loves, right? You're going shopping, groceries, you got all your bags. Boom, it's right there. You're not having to come in the door and walk around and then, boom, right? Which so many floor plans, the kitchen's sort of in, right? Here it is right here. Drop all your groceries off, you're good to go. And just like the other floor plan that we were in that had the U shape, it is all nice and compact, not tiny. You're not losing anything. It's just everything's at your reach. One step, I'm in the refrigerator, right? Stove, right? So somebody in the kitchen put the triangle in here. They really had to have that in mind to be able to come up with this. So as I mentioned, cabinetry wrap all the way around into the corner, and it goes way back there in the corner. I can just touch the back.
And soft closed doors are also, while you're highlighting that, soft closed doors are new.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, all the way around. You got your Furrion microwave, stove beneath, 3 burner, little oven. There's a bigger drawer down here for your pots and pans. It's not horribly deep, but but there's deep storage here, and that is full storage, guys.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, you also have cabinets over here. So there is just,
And that goes all the way back too.
it does.
Yeah.
Yep. And there's pockets here because there's probably power. So you have power here, and then you have power back here, which is powering the chairs. And I think I already touched this, or at least I looked at it. You've got your Furrion 12 volt, and then your food pantry over here. Now this would be the drawer, this would be the cabinet that would need support, right? Because you put something, we full time, right? And so we, we grocery shop and we
Sure.
do buy one, get ones and these kind of things like everybody else these days. And you start loading this up with stuff, that's going to start smiling at you. So when you go back to the drawing board, just have them add one more piece of wood either this way or this way. And then it's not going to bow anymore, right? It's a minor price investment, but a major, huge outcome for the buyers, because that being so large, that definitely is going to smile at you.
Great advice.
Yeah, I just, these aren't, bad. I mean, these are more solid, but they're thinner, okay? Because the outdoor kitchen's there.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
it's just making use of why just leave it empty?
Yes.
Use it. And like he said, he can use it for spices, okay? And it's a little bit away from the stove, but it's okay. It's not a bad deal. All right, we get up to the front, got the nice open stairs for storing shoes. Love that, because I only get 3 pairs of shoes. It's all the room I have. All right. Again, this is the same layout as the last several that we've been in, right? Nice, comfortable layout for someone large like myself. Again, I'm 6'4", 220 pounds. So if you're even bigger than I am, my friends call themselves fluffy. This is fluffy approved, okay? You have your linens over here, which is great. Nice under counter mount sink, decent countertop space for lotions and potions. Water on demand, which is great, tankless. Got a little bit of storage on the door. Sorry, everybody, I hit the camera. You got your 3 cabinet drawers and a medicine cabinet, okay? Which, there goes Lisa. Awesome. All right, and then we climb into the shower. Nice, decent sized shower. Normally, you see me crawling in. I don't know if the camera captures me trying to squeeze in. This door would normally be over here. So you would just normally walk in nice and smooth and easy, but it's not set up that way yet, so I had to crawl in funny. It would not normally be that way, okay? As you see at my height, plenty of height, my head's in the bubble. I don't have to be in the bubble, right? My head would just barely miss by the width of my fingers, okay? But in the bubble, you could be, it's 5 inches, 6'9", okay? Shower head's in a decent place. You've got 3 shelves in the back for your shampoos and things and a nice bench. So, since you got water on demand, hot water on demand, you sit on that bench and just take a steam. Get that thing, right? Then up here in the front, yep, nice bedroom. We were talking, with Steve about this, Dustin, that, when you get into a line, there's a lot of things that transfer from unit to unit to unit. And it's some of it's style, like you said, your blinds, it's your thing. These bedrooms, the way they're designed, north and south, it's a thing. The look, it's all a thing. But what it also helps is if something should go wrong, everything's very uniformed, right? One unit might be a little longer, it may have some different features, but the things are the same, right? Make sense? Right, so again, with things being the same, this goes up. All right, you got 2 pistons, it's all finished, lots of storage down there. On the bed, there's the cabinets above. These do open up. There are not pistons on these, but they do. Oh, these ones do have them.
Yeah.
The others did not for some reason.
So those were selects.
Okay.
That was the 21 select.
Right.
Which again is a little bit more price sensitive.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. So there we go. Something's got to give, right? You can't get it all for the same price. Something's got to come out. Pistons, though they may be inexpensive, it's still an expense. Yep. And the time to put them in, right? Cabinetry underneath, your power is all the same, USB in the port, and then of course right behind me is your wardrobe. These are full pass-through with storage, with hanging. There's a rod in there. I'm not sure if Lisa's catching that. I'm sure she is. Okay. Oh, they're playing music outside now. All right. And then you got a couple of big drawers. So there you go. All right. So Arcadia, 12 models now in the Arcadia line. That is amazing to get all accomplished in a couple of years. That's all right. What is going on? Holy moly. So we're going to go outside and we're going to go see Emily. And I'm not sure where we're on our way to next, but my guess is YouTube is going to have a fit because they're going to be hearing all of that. So, they turned it off. Perfect. Dustin, thank you so much.
My
We
pleasure.
appreciate
Thank
you.
We appreciate you.
No, not a problem. And we will catch you on the fly.
That sounds good.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Lisa, we'll get your mic from you. And I'm going to go find Emily.
Yeah, they sent it to me on Sunday or whatever, I think. But that's when I was traveling, so I was like, dude, it was so funny. I went to the airport.
All right, everybody, sorry about the little pause. I just wanted to stop talking for just a minute. So hopefully you're enjoying our time with Keystone this morning. We have one more stop to make, but we got to go find Emily. So she's up here, yep. I'm already lost. This is my 4th year. The layout is generally the same. Obviously the streets are paved, so, you know, they're not changing street layouts. Some of the manufacturers do move from time to time, but generally they're always in about the same place. And so you think you'd get used to where to go and what to see, but you never do. And Lisa's my map, and she's trailing behind me. So anyway, pretty good at directions. All right, Emily, one more. Who's last on our list this morning?
You are going to, we gotta go to Cougar.
All right, we're going to Cougar.
We gotta walk.
Okay.
Enjoy.
At least Camping World's here as opposed to just flying banners. I'm just saying. Just saying. All right, so going to Cougar. I'm gonna get a drink. Lisa knows exactly what I want.
I'm gonna text them so that they know we're coming.
I think we're doing pretty good on time. I think we might be running a little bit behind.
No, you're actually ahead.
Are we ahead?
Yeah.
How are we? Oh yeah, because it's only 11.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock.
You're good.
Yeah. That means we're gonna wear Cougar out. So Emily, how long have you been with Keystone? We'll interview you now.
2.5 years.
2.5 years. So we just met you last year, and you were just barely with them.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Excellent. And when we're not at the Tampa RV Super Show, what do you do for Keystone?
I'm a brand manager on our marketing team, so I have all of our fifth wheels and all of our toy haulers, and I manage all the website work, make sure we got stuff for social, make sure we have videos, make sure we have photos. All
Nice.
that stuff. So I just make sure that everything needed for the brand is there.
Excellent.
Yeah,
So you're always busy.
I'm always busy. Have not had a chance to slow down yet.
No, you won't slow down for 6 days. Not here.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Remind me what you guys are camping in right now.
oh, are you sure you want to ask me that question? Maybe you should give her the microphone. Why don't you put the microphone on her? Because we got a long walk.
No.
Are you
no
sure?
microphone.
Well, because we're talking, so I mean, I want people to hear you, because they won't hear your answers. That's why I repeat everything you say, not because, you know, so they can hear. We are in a Grand Design.
Okay.
It is the 321BH, and we actually just got it like a month and a half, 2 months
so
ago.
It's brand new.
We had another Transcend, which we decided had to be retired,
Okay.
and well, we had no time. This was another. Unfortunately, it seems like our RV purchases are never when we want them. They're like, oh crap, we need it now.
Got it.
And we're like, okay, well, this will work, right? And so, and we've had Grand Design before, and we like their product. We had our eye for the past couple years on the Avalanche 390 DS. That's at the top of our list, but it has to stay at the top of the list now for just a little longer, since something got in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right, well, she got pulled back there, so we're going to keep on walking. Remember we were talking about before the last interview, even though this is a Keystone product, it's in the Camping World area. And so we have to come down to their area to see it. Oh, here she is.
I'm back.
Yes, she's back. So we picked it up from a really nice dealer here in Florida, Couch RV. If y'all are listening, we'll give you a little props there. and it's family owned. They've had it for years, and we were able to take the 321BH, and they actually did some really great augmentations to it to make it work better for what we needed, and which is impossible with guys like this. They're just too big, right? It's almost like, again, no disrespect, but like Keystone or Grand Design or whatever, it's production manufacturing. These guys, they take their time with you, but it's production selling. The smaller dealers, which unfortunately post-COVID are slowly but surely dying because they had a rough time. We all know this. This is not news. I'm not being doom and gloom. It's just the reality of things. But a lot of the family-owned dealerships have gone by the wayside. Well, they're still there. And so, like I said, they were able to take that 321BH and turn it into something not completely different, but completely different. Yep, you can see everybody. We're going by Mobile Suites. We'll come back here later. Brinkley's over here. We'll come by and see them later. We'll get it all in for you. And I feel horrible that I haven't said this yet, but if you are watching and this is your first time catching us, a couple of things. One, please hit the subscribe button. Become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, costs you nothing, and it really does help out the channel. Two, we're here at the show. We're going to be here covering, we stream 2 to 3 hours in the morning, 2 to 3 hours in the afternoon. If there's an RV that you want to see, leave a comment in the description below or in the chat while you're with us live. And we will gladly go check it out for you and show you what it looks like. All right, so there you go. All right.
We're getting close.
We're getting close.
Relax.
Yeah. Boy, they could not have put this further away. Maybe just a little bit. They could put you where Tiffin is.
Yeah, they could have gone a little bit further, but that's about it.
Next year, they're going to park you on top of the parking lot at the Hard Rock. We got to fly over there.
All right, let's try to find Scott. Let me give him a call.
All right. Cougar from Keystone. Camp better, Camp Cougar. Camp Keystone. There you go. Oh, look at that full body paint on that sucker. Wow, that is sleek. What is that? Look at that sucker. See? See, I've got a black F-350. This is what needs to be behind me.
Yeah, this is brand new for 2024.
Is it? Well, then we're going to have to start here. I think we're supposed to look at the 20 MK. No, we got to start with the 316 RLS.
And then you guys are also going to look at the 260 MLE, which is a brand new floor plan.
Okay, perfect.
As well.
Hi,
So this is
sorry,
Scott.
waiting for you to walk by. I like it. I know
Enjoy it because this is the only day you're going to sweat. It's going to be brutal cold the next few days.
Drenched underneath
At
this.
least
Like,
you're
I'm
ready for the
going.
ABS video.
Yeah, I started to. Yeah. No,
Where are you from?
I'm from Indiana.
Indiana. So
Yeah.
you get winter up there. She'll give you that.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
You just gotta give me a second. I'm like sweating.
Do your thing. All right, so we'll shoot some peripherals while he's going to get a quick drink.
And by the way, Midnight Edition truck, Midnight Edition Cougar.
Uh,
See how we did that?
Yeah, midnight. What she was saying was Midnight Edition truck, Midnight Edition Cougar. Does it mean you sell them both together like that?
No.
Yeah. So for this price, I don't get that too. No. Oh, man, I tried. I tried. So.
Scott will be right back.
Yep. So we'll be hanging out here looking for him. So, yeah. Midnight Edition truck, Midnight Edition Cougar. Look at that sucker. Look at that. All right. So, again, this is the 316 RLS. You're looking at 10,792 pounds with a 2,100 cargo carrying capacity. Now, if all these are correct, empty, this weighs just a little over 8,000 pounds. Okay? You're at about 35 foot 8 inches. Okay, I'm sorry. There we go. Apologize. And we are now with Dustin.
Or Scott.
Or Scott. Oh, it was just Dustin. Oh my God. It's been like Keystone morning.
Yeah,
So it was
good.
Steve, then it was Nick, then it was Dustin, now it's Scott.
Scott Taylor, product manager, Cougar Division. We met last year.
Yes, we did.
I know. Yeah.
Robert,
coming.
tall man. Scott, Keystone product manager.
Sure.
All right, so what's new with Cougar, man? Other than the midnight black, which I got to tell you,
Yeah.
stunning.
Yeah. Thanks.
Stunning.
Yeah, so it's something that here we own our own paint facility, so why not paint a Cougar? So this is the first time we've ever done it, and so far, I mean, we're in week 3 of show season, and it's kind of going over pretty well.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I walked up and it's like, I don't care. We have to look at. We got to start here. This is it.
Well,
Now with ABS brakes too, right?
Yes,
We have to
it
cover
is.
that.
So actually, every single Cougar in this display, we didn't just put it on we started just putting it on the full body paint. Like, if we believe in that product that much, why wouldn't we put it on every single Cougar? So we did. So at price points around the low or just under 40,000 all the way up to this. It's going to be
Nice.
across the board. So
Nice.
Now with this, we also have a really high gloss exterior. Again, we own our own paint facilities. That's 7 layers of paint. This is an automotive paint facility. We have 7 downdraft paint. I mean, it's super automotive, super high tech. So that's the paint job that we do. We did not we're not outsourcing this to anybody. We also have SolarFlex 440. That's actually standard.
440 standard.
With the Midnight Edition and the 2 lithium batteries, the Dragonfly batteries that are heated, the 100 amp hour ones. Those are that's also standard with this package.
I just wanted to turn around. You're talking about 7 layers. I mean, it's like glass. I mean,
it is, yeah.
what you're looking at is behind me. It's reflecting so well in the paint. It's when I say stunning, I mean, guys, this is stunning.
So we've got 2 different colors. This is the black onyx, and then we also have the Phantom Gray as well.
Da-na-na,
Automotive look is incredibly popular right now. That's what a lot of consumers want. And if you've got a blacked out truck, I mean,
I drive.
well with any of mine, but,
I drive a black
Yeah.
F350 dually.
Yeah.
That would look really good behind it.
I know the next fifth wheel you're going to buy.
Yeah.
Right? It's right here.
Yeah. Let's go look at this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We wanted to make sure we've got the color.
This floor plan I've had for some time now, and it's one of our top selling floor plans. It's a traditional rear living, opposing slides, what have you. But we just added a few extra things this year that kind of really are setting the bar. 12 volt ceiling fan. Again,
Nice.
12 volt. Just adding that extra, every window in this trailer opens.
We were literally, it was either Dustin or Nick, can't remember. Again, it's been kind of a blur of a morning.
look the same,
But
it's fine.
look, this, as you mentioned, very standard floor plan. It's the most popular of every manufacturer.
Right.
Opposing slides,
Right.
rear living, TV, entertainment area, whatever, kitchen, bedrooms up in the front.
Yes.
It's those little things that change from year to year. Like, again, you got the ceiling fan.
That's right.
You got ABS.
Yeah.
7 coats of paint. What else is new?
So just a few things. Just we added this huge drawer here as well. Just again, you can't ever have enough storage, right?
If the space is there, why not use it?
That's exactly right. Coming to the island, we actually grew the island just a little bit so we can incorporate
Over
this
here, Lisa.
double trash can.
There we go.
So you've got the trash can. You've also got
What? Paper towel holder. Nice.
yeah, what have you there. So again, we grew this area a little bit. We also added the air return down here underneath the cabinet. We used to
be over there.
It allowed us to put a little shoe cubby.
Yeah.
Right? But one other thing I want to show you back here before you go. Full transparency. We had a couple of these tight, so I'm going to demonstrate one thing here real quick. If it's not too tight.
No. Do you think?
What we're seeing a lot of people do is rip out their dinette altogether.
Yep.
They don't want it, right? Or they transform it into a desk and not just a dinette. So we developed a mechanism that allows us to pull it out. Now you
Oh, wow.
to the side. So if it's just the two of you and you want to get rid of 2 chairs, you've got a great view out here. 2 people can sit there, or you can turn it into a desk.
That's sexy hot right there.
That is. Love that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Coming up to the
I was talking about the table, not you.
No, I appreciate that. Coming up to the bathroom, just we gave more countertop space, added a window in there too, which just really opens this bathroom up.
All right, we got to give it the tall man test, which we really don't need to because this is like full reclining. Again, just like the other one I was in, I just want some armrest. Put a cup holder in here for the beer in, beer out. Perfect. All right, dual counters, under counter mount. Right, let's also climb in that shower real fast so you can see that. All right. Only complaint from the tall man, right? The light is here, so obviously the bubble has to be here. At my height of 6'4", I mean I can just feel it. If I wasn't follically challenged, it'd be a little challenging because the water's here and I have to stand in the bubble. So at my height, just a little challenging. Anyone else is not going to have a problem.
And you can't stand there because.
I can only stand right here because there's a bench there. Again, for anyone else, it's going to be fine. But at my height, 6'4", a little bit challenging in that shower. All right, And just linen. Got your linen space. I just wanted to make sure I, saw that, because if I don't show you guys get mad at me.
Absolutely.
I don't like you mad at me. We try to do the best we can for you.
All right. King bed, this isn't anything new here. We actually have the shelves up there too, and there are outlets behind
Each
those are inverted.
CPAP.
Yeah,
oh,
those
and
are
on
inverted
inverters.
as well.
Cool. Love that.
Yeah. Triple sliding glass door here. So a lot of brands just do a double sliding
Yeah.
door here, which I went with the triple so you can actually get into
Yeah.
more of the space,
Yeah,
right?
that's great.
You've got a spot for washer and dryer if you want it, then that can be a stackable or a combination unit.
Awesome.
Whatever you want to do there. Of
course.
Underneath the bed.
Yeah. It's all
Storage.
the same.
Yep.
This is 70 by 80, by the
That's
way, right?
correct.
Okay.
Yes, that's
So
correct.
RV King.
Yep.
Right. Well, you got your 4-drawer dresser. Let's not forget that right here.
And then you've
Oh,
a
got some
little
hidden.
storage right there. Good
Hidden.
spot to just put some valuables there.
Yeah, or something else.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right. So
Yep. Excellent.
that's this floor plan. It's 35 foot, 11 inches overall. Again, it is a traditional rear living, just like you mentioned. But we got some pretty cool features on here. Of course, that Midnight Edition full.
That's what caught me.
Yeah.
So let's go look at your new floor model. What was that? The 260
260. Yep.
MLE. Yes. All right.
So it's actually right across the way here.
Oh,
So
there you go.
this floor plan actually was kind of designed off of a half-ton floor plan we came out with a year ago that just took the industry by storm.
We videoed that
The 23 MLE,
Yep.
yeah. So
Yep.
it just took the industry by storm. But some of the feedback that we got from customers was, I don't need the dinette. I'd rather have a fireplace, and I'd like to have a king bed slide. Other than that, this other floor plan's perfect. Well, I gave it to the customers on this one too. So
All right.
take a look. This has the most countertop space in all of my floor plans.
Just get that real quick, Lisa, before we go in. So again, gross vehicle weight all loaded, 9665. Cargo carrying capacity 2335. So when you're empty, you're 7,300 pounds, which is just amazing. Okay, and just a shade under 31 feet. Wow, that's a big TV.
That's a big TV. Okay. So again, this thing is just over 30 foot, and I don't have another floor. I mean, this just has the most countertop space out of all my floor plans.
That is insane.
Now, what do you think about the window height too? Isn't that perfect?
Right?
Where you're sitting.
Yeah, I'm looking right out that midnight black truck.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course, I only see the running lights at the top.
No, well, that's all right, right?
No, it's just a window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, now that we're in my full-size series, which we were on that one as well, we're going to have the 16 cubic foot, 12-volt refrigerator as well. Some of the feedback that we got from customers, and I'm going to show you a couple things here. Some of the feedback that we got from customers when they sit down in this theater seat, they're not a big fan of looking up at the TV. So again, we partnered with one of our suppliers, and we designed a mechanism.
Oh,
so
look
you
at
can
that
bring
crap.
that down too.
Oh my goodness.
Now I'm really happy because I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, we do talk about it in our videos.
Yeah.
It's tough to look up all the time.
That's correct.
Right, so
we
that's-
gave you the option to bring that down if you want to. Now, for those consumers, for those campers that want a table, right? If you want it, great. If you want to use it workspace, what have you. I designed it into this.
What?
Oh my gosh.
And then if you look right over there under those, there should be two, right, open those up. That's where you hide your two chairs. They're probably still wrapped up.
They are.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to leave
We're
them.
still setting everything up
Nope.
right now, but
We talked about that right when we started. It's media. Or industry day, media day. Not everything's functioning quite yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
How cool is that, though?
That's brilliant.
So you haven't given it up.
No.
You just found a way to tuck it away.
That's right.
And then if you want to use it, there it is. You don't even have to go find it out of storage. It's right there.
This floor plan is for those customers that just want to go out and go camping, and they're not going to have a whole bunch of people over here to sleep with them, what have you. So this just tucks away just like that. This pushes in, and then there's two little red levers. It just slides right in just like that. Now it's tucked away, and to get the fireplace that they
asked for to begin with.
That's right.
Because she likes the fireplace because she got freakishly cold, tiny feet.
So I can have the fireplace and the table.
You can have both, right?
She gets to have her cake and eat it too.
That's exactly right.
I don't know what's.
So again, just over 30 foot, and we're still able to incorporate the county coffee station here.
Yep.
And
Solid
also-
surface countertops. Let's not forget. I mean,
this pantry is
even though it's on the lower end, if you will, of the scale, features are not missing. In fact, there's a lot of design elements in that. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before.
Well,
It's
I wouldn't say
amazing.
we're on the lower end of the scale, but if you're not familiar with Cougar, we actually And we've been
Oh, I'm talking about the MLE. I'm talking about the MLE series.
Gotcha,
The,
yeah.
the,
Yeah.
the lighter
Yes.
weight, smaller. That's
Yes.
what I meant to say.
Okay. Don't you talk bad about
Yeah.
my product.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I had to throw that in there.
Oh yeah. no,
Don't
no,
forget
no.
the king bed.
Oh, we're getting up there.
Yeah.
We're getting up there. Oh, pantry. We didn't show the pantry.
Yeah,
God, we got to. Oh,
went to the pantry.
do we look at the pantry?
Yeah.
Nice shelves, not too bad. Furion side by side, 12-volt refrigerator.
Travel access is perfect on this floor plan too, because you can get right into the refrigerator if you need to.
Correct. And I didn't even think to bring it up. We did in a couple of the others, but we have a. It's not a fifth wheel, but a travel trailer. We do have the one slide that comes in, but it's going to come to about here, and so you can get in. It's a lot of the bigger fifth wheels that have multiple sides. It becomes a little bit more challenging. So full access. Yeah, nice L.
I'm just blown away.
Lots of power everywhere.
We did incorporate
Built-in.
can storage. into
Yep,
this one as
excellent. Yeah, there's just cabinetry and storage everywhere in here, guys.
Now that was dead space out here in the outside, just dead space to get in this corner. So I incorporated a little outdoor kitchen in there as well.
Nice. Excellent.
Brilliant.
Awesome. All right, upstairs. Wow. Okay.
Still set up.
I've already bought 3 units today. It's
So
just
bedroom's going to be very similar to what you just saw. Bathroom is a little bit different, but the bedroom's going to be identical to what we just saw on the other one. But again, just over 30 foot, king bed slide as well, full washer dryer hookups if you wanted, huge wardrobe as well.
all right. Yep. We're just panning around. If you didn't know, when we're done with the stream, even though we're streaming live, we do cut them up and we do them as individual videos. So somebody's just looking for this model. It's not buried into a 2.5-hour stream. It's its own video. So even though it's the same for you and me and the people watching right now, it's going to be completely different for somebody who's not watching the full stream. So yeah, 70 by 80 king. You've got your shelves up top with your nightstands, power up there for your CPAP machines. Great 3-door sliding door closet, so it's easy to access everything in here. And then you can just slide it over to get to the other side. It's locked right now, so I'm not going to bother, but it would look the same on the other side. Full washer dryer hookups, as he said. Nice that the whole Keystone family has added shelves in here now, and so if you're not going to use it as a wash and dryer, which not everybody does, you've got more storage stuff up in there. Got your little 4-drawer dresser right here with your hidden storage. TV goes here. Let's just cover this bathroom real quick. Slightly different design, but essentially the same. It's a little bit bigger than the other smaller one we were in like this. So much more leg room, much more shoulder space. So for the tall and fluffy, this is good to go. All right, you got your nice linen closet right there. Okay, and I guess I'm putting toilet paper right here myself. That's where I would put it, right in this nice little cubby. Right, you do have cabinet shelves underneath here, 3 drawers, under counter-mount sink, plenty of space on the countertop for all your lotions, potions. I can see about to this. Wow, what is this with my face? I get all dirty? Good look at that. I'm out here getting dirty. All right, but here's your drug. It's where I store all the drugs. Wow, look at that. Was that like that all day?
I think it's a scratch.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I have scratched myself, people. Okay, so again, if I take my hat off, as you can see, I'm just rubbing. Okay, but this one's bigger, and it's just about at the water. So if I'm doing my thing, I'm back here scrubbing and then leaning down. This isn't a problem, right? Because I can actually get to it. So at my height, I wouldn't have a problem with this one. And so if you think you might want to come down and check it out, because it's definitely a floor plan worth checking out, especially with the kitchen table buried under. I love that. Okay, 3 shelves as Lisa was showing you, and you got your bench. All right, love it, love it, love it. Oh, and we didn't cover, but you got your whole AV system too, right?
Yep, right there.
Wow.
A couple things we added here. We added a toy hauler. This is actually it's very similar material that we put in toy haulers, so it's super durable. We also added, whoop, I don't have any power out here.
Oh, it's okay, but lighting, there's an LED strip.
Yep, LED lighting. And this right here, we have one on the off-door side, so you can run all your water lines up. So
Nice.
You can close the door, but we did one on this side too, so you can hook up a TV if you want to and still have this closed.
Excellent, excellent. So yeah, so lots of upgrades. And when did this come out? Is this just, I mean, like literally brand new?
We actually showcased this at Hershey.
Okay.
Back in September. It was the
Okay.
first time.
All right.
So.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time again this year, Scott. It's always a pleasure.
That's good. Yeah, good,
And
good seeing you guys again.
we'll see you again next year for sure.
I'll be here.
I'm coming. So are we.
All right, perfect.
All right, we're going to let her grab the mic.
Yep.
There you go, guys. So a couple new floor plans on the Cougar on their MLE line, right? That's the 260 that we were just in. But man, for me, wow. I am probably going to walk by here purposely multiple times just to be able to see that.
Not yet. We're done right now.
There you go. I know Lisa's looking at the outdoor kitchen because he talked about it, but we didn't see it. But there you go. There it is. All right. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the first stream of the 2024 show. We've spent the morning with Keystone going over all their lines, or most of them. We got Arcadia, Montana. We just finished with Cougar, and then Avalanche and Alpine. So yeah, so we're gonna take a break and rehydrate, get a snack, charge up our devices, and weather permitting, because it is supposed to start storming here, we'll be on with you this afternoon. So we appreciate you being with us, and until we see you all again, be safe.